should have won tonight, but
No, I'm just saying. I think you're right. People have been woke, but I think it's about being able to.
Good afternoon, guys. This is a lovely AA meeting on a Friday night. Yeah. We're gonna start off tonight's AA meeting by introducing ourselves. All right. I'll go first. My name is Stokes. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Stokes.
hi, Stokes.
I have a penny sniffing addiction.
Fuck no.
And I
Hey, this is a no judgment.
I
This
really
is a no judgment zone.
I really can't help it. I've tried several times. Sometimes I find myself sneaking into dorm rooms at night, just getting draws and getting good whiff of them. Sometimes I relate myself to a crackhead. How I just need a fix, you know. It just gets to me. Middle of the day.
Can you not make eye contact with me?
Whenever I date a girl,
This has to be admissible in court. I feel like there's gonna be some shit.
Yeah, because you're looking at me like I'm a part of this. I'm not a part of this.
whenever I date a girl, I tend to just steal some of her draws. So at midday at work, I just take them out of my pocket. You get a good whiff, and I get my fix. You know what I'm saying? I go back to my normal self.
Worn or clean?
Oh, they have to be worn. I want to feel all of it on my tongue.
Okay, you're getting into it, huh?
Okay,
And when the seat of the draws,
Would anyone else like to share?
when the seat of the draws get that little cream foam on top of it, that's the best.
We're gonna go to your right.
Yeah, we do. Because I feel like we're just playing into your addiction.
Hi, my name is
Sniff
Mark.
panties.
Hold on. You have the floor, sir.
Hi, my name is Mark. And
Hi, Mark.
hey guys, I'm addicted to the taste of nickels.
Well,
Yeah, it's pocket change in general. Actually, it's real nice.
Are you okay there, buddy?
Need some fucking water.
You need some water.
Nigga, we got liquor.
I got a few nickels for you. If you want a few.
I'm good.
You know, milk does the body good.
Next up.
Oh, I'm just here with him.
Hey, Victor.
He's my
Hey,
nickel
Victor.
handler.
Hey, Victor. Turn around.
Oh, thank you. Next.
For a nickel.
I'm just here for support.
Hi, support guy.
Hi. I'm Nigel, but yeah.
Hi, Nigel.
No need.
I'm not really here. Okay.
Next.
Whoa.
Hi, my name is Trinice.
Hi, Trinise.
I was 17 when I first did Some Strange for a Change.
Wow.
All right, you're my kind of girl.
Sorry, no judgment zone. No judgment.
You're my kind of girl.
We're not gonna feed into it. We're not gonna feed into it.
Get this strange
This is a
involved
safe
panties.
place. If you
No
wanna feed
transactions
into
in the AA meeting.
If you want to feed into it, you
The
can. It's a
strange
safe
has
place.
grown, but not the change.
Well,
Damn.
Well, you gotta raise your prices. I
Yeah,
heard
I
$40
feel like
for
you
just
need
We need to
Sorry.
starting.
economize. We need
You
to.
have to be adamant. Put your foot down.
Wait, this is not a support.
Wait,
We're
you
not
gotta change
supporting
your
it.
prices. I hear $40 to get starting rate.
okay,
$40.
Yo, look, we're not
So
supporting
we're here to help.
the addiction, okay?
This is to help.
I'm not gonna begin to explain what I thought.
Yeah, I know. I know it was definitely off. But yeah, I'm not. When I
Is that
got it, I
allowed
was
in the
like,
AA
They
meeting?
look like Pickle Rick.
It's not a weed.
Hey.
It's a pickle dick.
Can we continue this?
Where's the
Stokes.
All right, your turn, Jordan. Come on, Jordan.
Shut it, Penny Sniffer.
Hi, my name's Jordan.
Hi, Jordan.
Michael.
I am unlike the rest of everyone else. I am addicted to fruit snacks.
This is true.
I often find myself pillaging
I will
all of
support
my-
this
my-
yes, I support you as well.
and emptying them of their fruit snack.
Have you gotten to the point where you start stealing from your girls' kids?
I have
Yep.
That's the best part, man. That's the best part.
Yep.
Always.
all the time.
Make sure you leave with the panties and
Mandatory.
fruit snacks.
It's mandatory. You date a woman with kids, you have to steal those fruit snacks.
I feel a lot of growth
This
in this
nigga
session.
said,
It's very supportive.
I feel like a family.
All right there, Big Vic.
I don't
Go on,
feel so
Victor.
alone anymore.
Hello everyone, my name is Victor.
Hello,
Hi, Victor.
come to you here today
What the fuck you doing? Giving a sermon?
Right, this is not the Lord time.
I got scared.
No, it's not a sermon. I just want to let you know my addiction. I am addicted to eating my own boogers.
Well,
The green, the yellow, the brown, any kind of booger.
With that big nose, I'm sure you stay fed.
That's not support.
Yes,
I know you know
He's a
something.
no
this is a no
judgment.
judgment
If
zone.
we go talk about
And you be
nose,
sniffing crunchy pennies.
So,
Crunchy pennies.
I ain't no shame in my
This
game.
nigga-
It's okay.
This nigga snort a whole 8
I
ball
like
in
them
one-
pennies when they got a little
Right,
taste.
and it's all discharged.
Yeah.
Not even
Oh God.
No judge zone.
No.
We gonna judge that. We gonna judge that.
We can't just get past that.
Oh
We gotta.
my.
Look, a little discharge on your dick ain't never killed nobody.
That's
Says
wonderful.
the person who's dying from
Who's dead?
syphilis.
I think
Says the motherfucker.
Where's this green shit?
Right, that's the hostess store.
Look.
All right.
When you eat Twinkies, it got cream filling in it, don't it?
Oh my
That's
god.
yeast.
Look,
I'm not putting my
I
dick in
mean,
a
some
Twinkie.
people are.
I'm not putting my dick in a
No,
Twinkie.
this is my business. Go ahead.
So you like squirters?
Yeast, pray to a priest.
hello everyone.
Oh,
My
no.
name is Byron,
Hi, Byron.
What's cracking?
and I'm addicted to licking tires,
Like back tires.
and that's why I'm a mechanic, because it's really easy. A lot of people leave their tires, their tires alone with me
Dirty tires.
because they're very dirty. Oh god.
Like,
Is there a highway taste?
And it's
Does it
just
matter
the
the
different types
texture?
of it matters. Okay, racing tires are my favorite.
It
Okay.
tastes like St. Louis
Michelin.
hoes.
Oh, look,
Michelin.
it tastes
Does it matter
like
what brand?
the best food. You know what? Michelin is actually the worst you can get. All right. However, Firestone
Crack is whack.
What does natural bridge taste
So
like?
look, listen. All jokes aside, if you need me, call 314-941-4013. I will come fix your car. I will not lick your tires in front of you. So, please, really, please hit me up. I can do everything from engine swaps to brakes
oh, you think I was
to
gonna be
tire
there?
leaks. So,
Disrespect. Oh my God.
No,
What you doing?
no.
You stupid. So next,
I said, ladies, get out.
last but not least. Last but not least.
last but not least,
All right, she leaves. She pissing me off already.
Support.
Excuse me, suck my dick.
ooh,
You're addicted
Support.
to sucking dick?
guys, support.
No, you are.
That's before she
Well,
turned
For
gay.
cocaine, remember?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, wow.
Who's up next?
Should I really
What's
be
said
here
in the
for
group
support?
stays in the group.
Hi guys. My name is Jackie.
Hi, Jackie.
Fuck you.
Hi, whore.
You know, it's funny that you say that because this one time,
Wow.
That's hella funny.
so
Up
I
with
came
hope,
here
down
today.
with dope.
I came here today because I got a problem, and I needed a fixing.
It's okay, share with the
What
group.
in the Jack and the Beanstalk?
This nigga said Jack and the Beanstalk.
Niggas live in the house and act bougie.
Because the only person walking off my head is God.
Continue.
I like drinking Kool-Aid out of booty holes.
Well,
Wait a minute, I'm sorry.
And we're back. And we're back.
Does it matter what flavor?
straw at least.
Chocolate punch.
Do
You like
use a
doing
straw?
what out of booty hole?
Drinking Kool-Aid.
Do you bring your own Kool-Aid?
Does flavor aid count?
These are questions.
No, you
we
can't
answer.
use it.
What
Did
about the
you
little
do you
pouch?
just put the packet on there? Or you just have the whole already
Already made Kool-Aid, you gonna
Yeah.
pour.
No, not that. You gotta mix it up, put the 2 cups of sugar in there.
So you
Oh,
gotta make it
in her
simple.
butt.
Oh my.
And you gotta pour the water and mix it up.
This
You
is
know,
advanced.
do it. She likes
She
to be
twerked to
shaken,
shake
not
it up?
stirred.
Oh, okay. That is sick. We are done with this AA meeting.
Yeah, I'm about to say
I'm gonna get a drink.
that was painful.
I'd rather be an alcoholic.
She,
Right.
yeah. Cocaine, anyone? I am over this.
Now, welcome back to another episode of the Verbal Vitamin Podcast.
Yeah.
How the fuck y'all niggas been? We got a damn. Is it? Yeah, it's a full cast except Devin. Rest in peace, Devin.
Hold on.
Nick Fury.
Whoa.
Right now, chill, man. Director Fury is on a mission elsewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's helping Spider-Man in London right now. It's weird.
Instead of helping Shield, Nick Fury is off in space helping Sword.
There you go.
Only the Marvel fans gonna catch all of that. You know what I'm saying?
You know how I go.
I missed something.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Okay, Shield protects Earth. Sword protects.
Yeah, space.
Protects.
Space Shield.
Shield protects Earth from Earth. Space. Sword
That's a great
protects
plan.
Earth from space.
That's a great
Earth.
plan.
We from St. Louis, niggas. Earth. Earth Day.
Happy Earth Day.
What element you been, nigga? Earth.
Hey, somebody
I want
just
both of them.
Fuck no. Homie, both of them.
I'm an earthbender. Straight from St. Louis, nigga.
Fire is the best.
You a firebender?
you only been concrete, asphalt, gravel and shit.
Alright, how y'all niggas been?
I mean,
Dirt.
throwing gravel at somebody hurt.
I mean, hey, we
Nigga, have you fell in some gravel, bro?
Yes,
Yes. Well, yeah, we've been
Fucking
pretty
pussies.
good. Wow.
Oh, what?
Y'all niggas scared to fall on some gravel?
First of all, who likes falling? Who the fuck likes falling? Like, I feel like I don't give a fuck what I'm standing on.
You do, Mark. You fell in love.
No, we ain't talking about that. We ain't talking about that. We talking about I'm upright and nigga I'm not. That process is what the fuck I don't like. From an airplane, like nah. Now some people do like it, but most people.
I'm picking up what he putting down.
I'm not.
Wait,
I'm not. I'm
Who
not with
would
falling.
skydive?
I would.
No.
I'm going to hell anyway, so a faster way to Earth.
I just jump off some strap. I ain't skydiving off no cliff.
Jump off a strap.
Wow.
Jump off the strap.
Explain.
Yeah,
Matter of fact,
exactly
don't
what I'm
explain.
saying.
Next topic.
So we've realized the next episode is going to be the exorcism of Jackie.
Wow.
Jackie has some sexual demons.
No.
Jackie has some sexual demons. She need exercise.
They can exercise tonight. No worries.
Wow.
Alright.
We're just feeding into it.
I mean, I got a Bowflex.
First of all, put your grimy little fat Vienna sausage ass fingers on me again, and we gonna be paid.
Hey, you know what girls don't complain about these fat fingers?
I ate Vienna sausage.
Vienna sausage.
And I'm not even gonna lie, I eat it.
Homie, my mama got me a
Hey, you know what?
You know what,
That's on
Trinice?
me, baby.
It's okay. It is okay if you're in love with Vienna sausages.
You didn't want to approve. I
didn't want to say that.
I wonder what that sounds like.
That was good.
It drops. I said I wonder what that sounds like. It drops.
Man,
That's unfortunate.
Will
The
what
Vienna
drop?
sausage drop?
no.
That's all I'm like, what? I'm thinking sound like.
This is a small conversation
There's a
on the
little-
side.
I was like,
Alright, well anyway, you asked us a question.
Yeah, how the hell y'all niggas been doing?
We still haven't answered.
No, and it's been 3 minutes since I asked the question.
My chest hurt.
Fuck that.
I'm broke. My car don't work. I ain't had no food.
I'm broke, nigga. I can't eat it.
In a weed. You gotta go break some
His
back.
car just quit on purpose.
wait, what
Yes.
happened in the week?
That shit was annoying.
And I
as
ain't got
hell.
no weed. All I got is a fresh pack of cigarettes, my nigga. I'm hurt. My chest hurt. I had 2 packs yesterday.
I
But my chest hurt, nigga.
Look. Check this out. I live my life by the honorable words of Schoolboy Q. Bet I got some weed.
Look at hey.
Bet I got some weed.
It's all good.
Bet I got some weed.
Ain't got no money, man.
But bet I got some weed. My car is down, but bet I got some weed.
I'm just
I got it.
saying.
All right, I got it.
Yes, it does. Weed trumps pussy any day. I'm sorry.
I don't agree.
I got a question.
Right, wait.
Weed trumps pussy
Hold on, my
any day.
friend. Just hold on a little
Weed
bit.
think
don't
the
trump.
glasses
Don't
are
move too
Trump.
fast. Wait.
You gotta crawl before you
Wait. Weed.
So come and meet me in the bathroom style.
Hold on. Wait.
Tripping, bro.
Wait. Weed don't trump head.
But weed most definitely trumps pussy.
No, it don't.
No, it doesn't.
It's no.
Nothing compares to pussy.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah, we wild.
I mean,
yeah.
nothing compared to chicken. I mean,
love
I've had
both
some pussy and I'd
people.
rather been eating some sweet and sour chicken at the time.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying? You know what
I
I mean?
mean, well, yeah, that's
You know what I'm saying? I'm be real.
I've had some pussy be like, I'd rather be high instead of fucking you right now. But
mean-
you bought the weed.
However, pussy will have you Flintstone in the motherfucking car. You don't have no car, no bike, nothing. I'm on my way.
Having
We,
a car.
it's just like if you don't got it, you don't got it. You gonna try a little bit.
For a person who don't smoke anymore, I'll tell you this. Even when I was smoking, I'd rather have some pussy.
Exactly.
Sorry. No,
That's
not
a whole
sorry.
Because you
nother-
wasn't true to this shit.
What'd she say? Period.
Pussy does not solve all problems.
No, it doesn't.
We didn't
But
say
it
it.
helps.
Wait.
Weed don't solve all problems.
Yes, the fuck it do.
No, it
Fuck it
don't.
don't.
Yes, the fuck it
No,
do.
it don't.
Is it gonna pay my bills?
Cause once
This
I
pussy
look,
might.
look,
It's for real.
wait. You just said the dumbest thing. We won't pay your bills. Obviously, nigga, you ain't got a scale.
If you sold weed, you don't make like a whole bunch of
Yeah.
money.
My dude,
I'm about to say for a
I
person.
sold weed
I'm about to say
and
for
I
a
said,
person.
fuck this. I ain't making shit back.
Yeah.
This $60 gone.
That's exactly what I was about to say. For a person who used to sell weed, $70 a week ain't.
That's because y'all nickel and dime.
Exactly. I guess because
nobody got time for this.
That's
You moving
more
big
than,
way.
I'll be honest. I guess because I started on the college campus. Trust me, man. Pussy out of the league when it comes to weed money. Weed gonna get you way more money than pussy will.
Well,
But see, that's the thing. That's where you fucked up at.
Yeah, wait.
I only work with niggas that got good jobs.
Wait a
Here's one thing
minute.
that you're not
That's where
consider-
you fucked up at because you paid for pussy in the first place.
Paying for pussy? Wait, first of all, we always pay for pussy.
In
We
some
always
kind
pay.
of
All
way.
right, you're right. Give me a large fry and you got it.
In some kind of way, we always pay.
But-
Even if I gotta come over your house and sit on the couch and watch
listen
Netflix
to your bitching.
until you ready to fuck.
Why didn't you
I
like my
still have
picture?
to pay my
Bitches don't even
time.
get a social media account.
Hey, just so you know, for the finance females listening, give me some crab legs and we can bust.
That's still
Why
paying
is
for
always
pussy.
something about fish with you, bro?
'Cause she
Because
smell like
they
it.
sell
Hanging out with them is
seafood.
not
There's
paying
all
for
of that
pussy.
area
No,
right
no,
now.
this
is
area
the
do that.
Atlantic Ocean.
Hanging out with them is not paying for pussy.
Because you
Okay,
are
if we
what
go
you
like
eat.
to the park or some shit.
Hanging out with them is not paying for pussy.
Fine and fuck it. Call me a pescatarian.
Yes,
all you trying to do.
Fuck, look,
How's
Too
that
many
paying
conversations.
for pussy?
Fuck
I
Finding
just
Nemo,
wanted to
Finding
say-
Nemo.
Let them go.
How's that?
What happened?
I said hanging out with them is not paying for pussy.
Yes, it is.
Yes,
No,
it is. You
yes,
wasted
it is.
no.
If the
Yes, it is.
person-
Wasted?
If she wasted
At
my
the end
time,
of the
yes.
Time
day-
is money.
And that's not like your friend or something.
Time is-
Trade
Are they-
time for
are they
money.
your-
Look,
When you go clock in,
look,
what
look,
you
check
doing?
this out. Check
Too
this
many
out.
people, yo.
Check this out. Time is tissue. Don't blow it. All right.
Oh my god.
So if you waste
Stop.
wait. So if you want my time, you ain't blowing me.
Wow.
I'm wasting time. Time is tissue. Don't blow it. You don't have to waste time.
Just because you said
because you
don't mean
in a
it's good
relationship.
point. Like,
So that means
I don't see
all your time
I
is
don't
on
see it.
credit.
I don't see it.
credit.
Oh,
Okay,
he in a
that's
relationship.
only
All
if
his
you
time is
don't-
on credit.
If you don't
Damn.
like,
We actually paying out of pocket.
if you don't like hanging out, then yeah, it's a waste of time. But
Yeah.
if you don't mind it, then like, my thing is,
This
if
is how I
you-
see it.
You don't have
Oh,
to
go ahead.
deal
It's an
with
investment.
after you smoke. You don't have to deal with like another person
You do.
in your space or you in their
Oh,
space.
yeah.
I feel like
You smoke, yeah.
like the hassle for weed is much lower than the hassle for pussy.
I take that back because what if you're smoking
definitely.
with? Hold on.
Definitely.
What if you're smoking with
I
somebody who can't handle smoking?
Don't smoke with them.
Yeah,
I
that's
thought you.
real.
I thought we were just
That
talking
ain't the
about
friends
like
you smoke with.
smoking weed like
So if we have
It's
weed
some
friends-
at your
people
place
who will
and
throw you some pussy for nothing.
That's what
Like,
I'm
there's some
saying.
people
That
who
will
will make you
Shout
work
out
for
to
some
y'all.
weed.
Hey,
Big shout out, but you know.
Hey Vic, what's your name?
that's why I'm a feminist, y'all. I'm like, hey, go out
Bitch, you
there.
stupid. You just
Do what
said
you
it.
gotta do. Okay, I'm just saying it ain't always that hard. You can get
You a
by.
feminist.
Yeah,
I'm a
yeah.
womanizer.
Oh well.
Nice to meet you.
Hell no.
Gay.
Well, all right.
I
See,
think you
equality.
think,
We
I
can't
think
is-
you think it don't that you can make more money off weed because you don't have a vagina. Because I guarantee you.
Oh yeah, you can. No,
Pussy pays
I'm
bills.
talking. I'm talking
Hey,
about.
If somebody ran
No,
on that
no.
You don't
platform,
even
I
have
would.
to touch.
does
Get
I'm
the
talking
touch
about-
to
I'm
pay
just talking
bills
about-
with a vagina.
I'm talking.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm talking about as a
So
man.
this
As a
dick-
Yeah, as a
man.
man.
Then
Yeah.
you get some tires.
Unless I got some hoes, ain't no way I'm getting no money off
I'm
no
about to
pussy.
say,
Dick,
I got.
Dick can get your bills paid too.
No, I mean
No,
like
Dick-
hoes that's on the
Dick-
payroll.
You can move into a house and never pay rent.
Got you slinging that dick.
That is true. It's some dumb bitches out here. You fucking right. You ain't gotta do nothing.
I'm
For
not.
real. All you gotta do is continue to fuck right.
I don't want
Niggas fuck up by getting their
Yeah,
feelings
baby, you
involved.
said you want a shark? All right. I'm gonna go to Walmart and get you one tomorrow.
He did say he liked them shoes. Let me go.
$5 grand. All right. Let me get
$5
all my
grand.
credit card.
I'll wait next week. He getting these shoes.
I gotta
Oh,
take
God.
out a loan, but what's the principle?
Fuck
of
them
that?
kids.
Fuck nah. These are some fuck them kids.
He said, what's the principle on that? Okay, tax for that. All right.
Girl, yeah, he hit me upside my head with a vase
Never mind.
yesterday. That did good though. Hold on, girl, that's him calling. Let me call you back.
Yeah, I gotta take my bandages off. I'll be right there.
Yeah,
He didn't mean it.
right. This is
Look.
bad. We can really.
It was only a little blood.
right.
That's why your dick is.
Just not today. I won't try never again.
I just know never to approach him
I'll
like
be
that.
quiet next time. I'll be
Right.
quiet next time.
Yeah.
He told me to shut the fuck
Was
up.
it was my fault.
Yeah, he told me to shut the fuck up, but I kept talking.
Right. Right.
I thought I wanted to get my point across.
These are
He
all
said-
the reactions of Ray Rice's
Are we
girlfriend.
really? Are we really sitting here? Are we really sitting here making light?
He
of
told me to press
domestic-
5. I pressed 4.
I sure fuck am. I sure am.
I've been already pushing his buttons if you know what I'm saying, man.
Are we seriously sitting here making light of domestic
I
violence?
sure
Yes.
am.
Yes,
I
of
am.
course. Yes.
Yeah.
The meeting you're looking
Good,
for is
because bitches
next.
need to learn how to start ducking.
The meeting you're looking for is after this one.
No, I said good, because bitches need to learn how to start ducking.
I shouldn't have
Dodge
told you.
and weed.
Couldn't help myself. Couldn't.
Ludacris said, when I move, you move.
Just like that.
Y'all see
She was
Dodgeball?
dodging.
Y'all see Dodgeball? The underdog story?
You
What,
can die the
Chris
rich.
Overhead
You
say?
can die the
Dodge, duck, dick, dodge, dodge. Goddamn.
The problem is,
Oh, you knocked it over.
Look,
It's a Friday night. We partying.
put it this way: if you in a domestic violence relationship, right? Next time you finna get swung on, hit the Mary J. Blige dance.
Oh, that's bad. We
see, that's how I know.
Oh,
Have you
that
ever had
Lil
a
Kim.
serious relationship?
Next week, you're canceled.
Everything.
Everybody here.
The problem is, if you live with that person, the shit's coming when you're not expecting it. I feel like you could be sitting on the couch playing a game, watching TV or something, and then that, I don't know.
Mark, look.
You on the phone with your mom like, Mom,
Right.
I really, really love him. He,
You cleaning the toilet and shit.
Nah, you walking out the bathroom, right? So you're ready.
This shit coming out. What the fuck is this? Huh? Wait.
Hey man, it was
Mama,
a
let me
meme.
call you back.
Hey, let me
It
call
was
you
a
back.
meme.
he over there talking about round one.
Did that nigga just hit you? No, Mama, I dropped my water.
He said, oh no.
Nah,
That was
man.
my phone. I dropped it.
Like, nah, man.
Right.
We playing Mortal Kombat.
Over and over
Oh,
again.
God.
Devon, please,
I
not
got-
again.
No, the kids are playing Mortal Kombat, Mama.
He got
That's all I'm
Scorpion.
saying.
Look, he got Scorpion
Oh,
and
yeah.
said, "Get over here," but I ain't want to come.
Are you over here? Sharkeisha, no.
Right.
Ooh, Are we gonna do the podcast in hell, y'all? Because I think that shit gonna be
Hell yeah, that shit
All
gonna
right.
be lit.
Bad.
And,
Yeah,
oh, that is
Y'all can
lit.
go
Who
by
going to hell?
Yeah, I'm not
We're
going
going.
y'all. Y'all can go by y'all.
Fuck that. All the fun people gonna be in hell. All right.
As we talking, we gonna put our voice in there and be like, I didn't hear y'all from up here.
Y'all can call me.
We just throw that up in there.
I came from outside the club. You can't even get in.
I mean, we got Wi-Fi.
But wait.
I
Why
was
you
like
here?
scored in the grass. It's just like, oh, I hear y'all now. Okay.
Look. Why you here? Oh shit! I made fun of the handicapped people. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna be a
I'm
ghost.
sorry, but look.
Ain't nothing wrong with making fun of it.
Exactly.
Tyree, you remember last time he kept saying I knocked it over and all the data deleted? Watch today.
Yeah, it was your
Just
fault.
pay attention. I'm not over there.
Stop bumping the table.
But you still, if it fall over and all the data get messed up,
Nigga, what?
It's still gonna be your
All I
fault.
heard was thinking
It's still gonna be your fault.
It sound like Busta Rhymes, so look at me now.
Hey, I missed you guys.
She ain't got no damn friends.
And you ain't got no damn line.
I got a wave cap on, you dick sucker.
Ooh, says you showed me how to do it.
Wow, that is an insult. That is an insult.
Well,
to
say hi to your
heterosexual
sensei.
people and gay
Hell
people.
no.
Like to lesbian, like for real. Damn, I never.
Hell no.
What?
You calling somebody a dick sucker?
She is a dick sucker.
And she's offended.
You never sucked a girl straight.
Damn, Vic.
I sure
What the fuck are you?
You never sucked a girl straight.
I sure did. My freak flag fly high, baby.
Wait, you have some?
I tried it. Try everything else. No. Don't ask questions you don't want the answers to.
You want to know why she's sucking on another girl's strap? You ain't there. It's not for you.
Obviously, but
I think
it's not for you.
Pretty much.
Gotta say it.
If it was, if you,
I mean, no, I believe in trying everything at least once.
Hold on, wait.
Except meth, cocaine. You better get your motherfucking head.
Don't keep
Really?
Dog, did you? I thought y'all was talking about sucking dick. You sucked the strap on the phone?
Yeah, I tried it.
For what?
Just
Why
like
do you watch porn? You can't.
I mean, to get into it.
But
I
you
can
like,
touch myself.
Look at her sucking
But
it.
no. Like I said, I tried it. I tried it.
That's not the scene I'm looking at.
Okay,
Sorry.
okay.
Yeah.
I need to see some ass shake.
This
Yeah.
podcast.
You tried it to see if you like something, right?
Yeah, it's better
Because
than
some people, some lesbians say,
Tiana
oh,
Trump.
we got
But the
low.
logic
Should I go
behind
on?
like the actual
The
action.
from what I understand, because I've had somebody do it to me too, and I ain't.
I'm saying
you can't.
You
do
get
it.
no
Sex
feeling
is not
from it.
always
That's
about
not
you,
true, actually.
though. It's
So
also
some-
about the other person.
Some-
What is it doing?
So no. Wait a minute.
What?
Wait a minute.
I want her to explain
Yes,
this real
I
quick, y'all.
definitely agree, my
Let her
friend.
explain
Wait a
this real quick,
Oh.
and then we'll jump.
Okay.
I'm here for my
Wait.
nut. If you come while I'm in the process of mine, cool. Cool beans. You know, but I'm here
Some
for mine.
straps have a suction cup on the end of it, so when it's being pulled on, whether you're penetrating someone,
What kind of refrigerator magnet y'all got?
hey, that was all good. But no, it pulls on it, like.
I always wondered about that.
There are also double penetrating straps where it's a part.
And how do you know this?
It's called the double-sided strap.
It's so double-sided.
You right, double sided.
Wait, how does this strap if it's double-sided?
And I
It's
got
like
some
a.
It's two dicks
It's
in
two
one.
dicks in one. Yeah. Yeah. I watch lots of porn. So.
you.
My Christian ears can't handle this.
You don't know if you don't research.
Oh, I know that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I be looking up.
You gotta look it up.
Yeah.
Hey, you
What's your-
just talk about
My porn search is
What's
just
your
wild.
favorite? What you watch on
podcasts in
porn?
hell?
Huh?
What you just talking about doing a podcast in hell?
It
Yeah.
really honestly depends.
Hold on,
I
repeat
don't
your
like
question.
watching white people have sex. Should I say this on?
Hold on.
Go ahead, go for it.
I mean, you
question.
Jordan
get it.
girlfriend. We had worse
What's the
than
question?
I don't like.
What is your
Trinice,
go-to?
you Jordan girlfriend. We had worse relationships.
Hold on, y'all. Hold on.
Yeah, look,
I can
Jordan
do-
gonna find out some new
I can do
shit.
biracial, but
Yeah, not just
Wait,
white.
yo.
the dude gotta be black.
Real quick.
The girl can be white. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to see a white dude.
What was the question?
They like to kiss and shit.
What
I
was
was
the
like,
question?
What type of porn do I like to watch?
And you said I
What's
can't
your
look at
go-to?
black dudes, bro. I can't look at no nigga in Tams, bro.
What?
I can't look at no.
So
nigga
you
in
watching
Tams.
white
This
people have
sounds kind
sex?
of.
Who
I
the fuck
have
keeps their shoes on while they fucking?
black niggas
It's
in
for
porn.
stability.
Wait a minute.
Fuck that.
man, that's the nigga who came through the window. Okay,
You watch,
don't watch that.
No.
Don't watch those scenes, those plot
The
scenes. okay?
favorite,
You watch
what I
white
go
men
for.
have sex?
No, I don't look at the nigga.
But the people be white.
The dude do. It's always Latinas and Asians and Tiana Trump and Mia Khalifa.
I go to.
Ew.
and Jada
This
Fire.
is.
You pick
I
all
ain't
the
no
basic
judgment,
bitches.
but
You
I'm
pick all the
missing the
basic
good
bitches.
stuff.
Jada's black, but you know, look,
I like foreign bitches. Sorry, nigga.
Julie K is my.
I go
ain't
to.
Jada's in there. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I go to Panels, Ebony.
Ebony. Mm-hmm.
Ebony
I watch
Panels,
more
or
lesbian
gangbang.
porn than
We're
I
not
do
gonna skip
straight
past
porn.
her saying panel. Like,
What the fuck is
You
that?
like what
Pain
you
Well,
like.
and
getting
anal.
pain having anal, bro.
So it's their first time surprise anals actually. To be more
Hell
specific.
no.
Surprise anal is actually fun.
Stop.
Surprise anal? That sounds like rape. What the fuck is going on here? You know what I'm saying? And Tyree told him that's actually pretty fun.
So when you experienced the first time, how long did it hurt?
How can you surprise
Ask your mama. I was the one who used it on her.
No.
He felt your joke.
He made the
It went
attempt.
right to the mama joke. Yeah. Dang, man, you had something better than that one. Time.
Here's the
That's a
thing.
low hanging fruit.
Here's the thing. If Jonin is like Yu-Gi-Oh cards, Just because you lay down an imp, nigga, don't mean I can't break out my blue eyes right then and there.
That's not what that was.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the hell it was.
That was a trap card.
No, your mama jokes is a low hanging fruit.
No,
Like,
it
you
ain't.
can do better than that. You can do better than your mama joke.
Your mama. Oh, no, go ahead.
I just looked up like,
All I saw was Chewbacca on the side of me.
That's the way you look like.
Hi, buddy. Oh,
You
he's so
look like
cute.
Chewbacca's little kid.
He just started.
Y'all said, no, watch you go. Rah, 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 rah.
Y'all got my dog. Hey, boy, I still love you too, Dave.
I'm gonna feel like Martin on that when they went to vacation.
Oh, yeah, what was that? What was it? A squirrel? No.
That was like a little rat.
Was it
That's
a
a big ass rat, bro.
Was it a beaver?
We're
Possum?
supposed
Something?
to
I don't
big
know
ass
what it
rat.
was, bro.
She said, that ain't
Hey, what's
no
that over
damn
there, guys?
dog.
It's a transition.
Oh, wow. Where is it? Oh, my
What we doing?
goodness.
There it is.
What happened?
Here we go.
What happened?
The transition.
We just saw a transition walk past.
Yeah,
A
that's all.
transition.
Yeah,
What you
it's all right.
To the
It's all
next topic.
Transition.
Oh, I was gonna say I don't see none walking past.
Y'all hella lame for that.
Yeah.
Jackie, like, wait, what?
I'm sorry. Y'all hella lame for that. I just saw a transition.
Boo this
on fast.
man!
What's the transition?
I have to get
To
on.
the next topic. Y'all hella lame.
I have to get on.
I'm over here like,
Lost the
what? I thought I was tripping. I'm like,
Yeah, y'all started talking about shit.
I
and
saw
ass
them
through
walk
wall.
out the door.
Nigga, did nobody
like, I
move.
know I'm not tripping.
I gotta go.
Oh, exactly. I'm finna shave.
If y'all,
Hey,
if
we
y'all
swear
see
that
anything,
there
I'm
is
not.
a ghost girl who steals our glasses. Because I swear we had more glasses than this one. I'm like, I swear to God, we like some bitches just like. Have you ever seen those videos where somebody like puts up a camera in their kitchen and they like discover that somebody else has been living in their house?
Oh,
No, I never seen that.
That shit is crazy, man.
Somebody been living in their
Yes,
house.
yes, because they would like notice.
Yeah.
I didn't put that ball right there. I know good
No,
and goddamn
yeah.
well.
Mm-hmm.
This
No, I
motherfucking
don't
bowl
want. I saw one
was over there on the
man was
table.
breaking in these people's house. Every time they went to work, they shower, eating food,
Getting
all
comfortable. eating.
type of stuff because he knew they schedule.
So what you doing if that happened to you?
Well, I'm on
Fight.
leave, so I ain't going no motherfucking where, bitch. You gotta go.
And I'm gonna put you somewhere where you gonna
I
get
can't just move.
3 square meals a
Same
day.
rule. Same rule. If the
Okay.
house is haunted, look, we gonna have to coexist, bro. Because I just signed up. I don't.
You
I'm
putting
on a
it on the
budget.
rent?
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, hey,
Lord.
I'm gonna burn some sage. This shit.
Nigga talking about boo. What's up?
Well, I mean, yeah, you got me. But anyway, could you make sure the lights are off?
He said boo.
So come have a beer with me, man.
Right.
Can you?
He's like, hey, so you was flipping the lights on and off the other night. Cool.
Use
But
your big
I'm
boy
gonna
words.
need your half of the lights. I'm gonna need your half on this
I wanna let you
area.
know that.
But
Hey, I mean, hey, do you? I don't know.
however,
It's due on the 13th.
some stipulations.
It's due on the 13th. It's $200. You can just cash at me.
What's going on? What's
I had
going
it.
on in the
I had it go right. Hey, bro, your credit gonna be good. I'm gonna need my shit paid on time.
News?
Yeah.
Any news? Any hot
News. Look at
Hot
that.
topic in the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
DeMarcus Cousins is
I don't
out
watch
for the
news.
season.
ASAP free.
News?
Stop playing for real.
ASAP, yeah, ASAP.
Last week.
For real?
Yeah.
Sad, yeah.
Politics. So for the first time, Elizabeth Warren has been polling higher than Joe Biden. Because I don't know if y'all know much about
Yeah,
like
how is he winning?
because he's an old white man
Yeah, pretty
and
much. Run them in.
Bernie's an old white man. They don't. What the
Yeah,
Bernie,
but-
Bernie has a lot of people our age on his coast.
Yeah.
And Bernie's
He not
actually
the
doing
white man
something
that
smart
so
that Hillary dropped the ball with because he picked the wrong.
No,
She
that
picked the
was
wrong
before he
people.
got in office.
But why
Oh,
is
let me
Joe
finish, let me
Biden?
finish.
let's not speak that into it.
Oh, let me finish.
Just calm down. Negative.
Why y'all want Hillary in that motherfucker?
Let me finish.
Hillary not
She
even running
said
my
he was
nigga.
for
No,
the
I thought
job.
you said Hillary.
I said-
No, let me finish. Let me finish. Let me
I
finish.
thought y'all
So-
said. I thought y'all said something about.
And
Hillary
Hillary's
being-
way of appealing to the black minority, she ended up recruiting Jay-Z and Beyonce, and they did all these little non-profit concerts and shit like that.
Did they really? Because I
Right.
They did a few. They did a few. But
about that.
they're not doing what Cardi's doing.
Cardi is not
Cardi's
playing,
actually
baby.
talking to her followers,
Talking to her
asking them certain questions and getting
interviews
certain
and
shit,
everything.
and then going
I'm
and
so
bringing it
proud
to
of
Bernie.
her.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm so
If
proud
y'all
of her.
That's one of the ways where
Young
Hillary
Turks.
dropped the ball.
I'm so proud of her.
But no,
I
check,
still want to know why Joe Biden is in the league.
because he so
What country do you live in?
I think it has a lot to do with who they're asking and what questions they're asking.
But he's fumbling on all the questions.
Oh, he's fucking it up. He's
Yeah,
terrible.
You know who our
He's too old.
president
I'm
is?
sorry. Like
True.
if Joe, if Bernie Sanders wasn't as sharp as he is, I wouldn't support
He
him.
gets
Like,
straight to the point. That's why I like
that's what I'm saying. And he is the epitome of keeping that same energy. My niggas been talking about the same thing.
It's gonna come down to
I don't like young. When Joe Biden, the statement he made, he was like,
you put your mouth on it.
Whites
about,
and
just because you're. What did he say about?
He said people of color.
I want to call.
He said poor people, so poor people can have the same opportunity
No,
As
that's
white
white
people.
supported.
Right.
That's good.
Right.
Supported.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
Poor people can have the same.
When you want to be a smart ass, you
opportunities
like a
as white
jackass
people.
now.
As in poor
I
people are
definitely
only
drank
people of
my
color.
own
People of
Sprite.
color.
So they
We got
released.
too many conversations.
Yeah. So they just released a
I was
map
talking.
of all of like the candidates' donors and like what part of the country they are getting people's support in, right? Bernie Sanders, his had to be put on like a separate map by itself because his his donors spread across the country. So they had to get this motherfucker his own map to show everybody else. So I'm like, look, don't get me wrong, I want Pete Buttigieg to win, but I'm also gonna get the fucking line because that's what Republicans do. Like they are perfect at getting in line and following the leader. Those motherfuckers will. All right, cool. That's who we voting for. All right. Yeah.
So if
Shit, say no more.
Yeah.
so,
So,
if
that's
Bernie,
really how they
so
help.
if Bernie wins, who do you think would be his running mate?
he's got so many good options. I don't give a fuck
Kamala
because it's a safe.
motherfucking Harris.
It's a safe
That's who I
choice
want.
with.
You want who?
Kamala Harris.
I don't. Yeah, I'm good on that one.
She represents corporate Democrats, and I'm not with that.
Yeah.
See,
Because
my thing is
that's where the corruption
My
stems
thing about
from.
Kamala is that her history as a prosecutor. Trump is a fucking traitor to this country. The best person to go after a criminal is a prosecutor,
See, but the thing is though, like,
and
yes,
it's only
they-
certain presidents.
Well,
it's
why
only-
would you go
it-
after if he does win? If Bernie wins and he has Kamala, why go after Trump if he's not in office anymore?
Baby, he needs
Oh
to
no,
you don't
we
have to-
can't go after him because he's in office.
Yeah, that's the
Elizabeth
only
Warren's
reason.
already said.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
why would you?
No, let me finish. Elizabeth Warren's already said if she's elected, that first day in office, she's going after Trump and his administration.
Oh yeah.
In
because we-
office of,
The Mueller report literally
We
said the
can't
only
touch
reason-
Trump because he's
literally the only
president.
reason he's
Right.
not in
Once
jail.
he's not president,
Literally.
he can be prosecuted.
Right, but one thing to remember though,
He's a
like,
traitor.
I don't think that's a voting point only because
yeah, like we need
Beating
to get
Trump,
off of Trump.
beating Trump
Democrats-
is not going to be a good voting point.
Democrats are law-abiding citizens. So what that means
Who?
is, hold on,
They fight fair,
hold on, hear me out.
except for Hillary, how she Karate Kid, sweet.
Hear me
Bernie
out, though.
Sanders led
So
election.
Because I mean,
the fact is, anybody that beats Trump, right, because they respect the rule of law, and it is so like high profile, I do legitimately think that anybody that like wins that beats Trump is going to pursue because the evidence is like right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like, I don't think that should be like a reason to vote for somebody in particular.
What about a Bernie and Andrew Yang?
Hey, look, I'll take $1,000 a month. You goddamn right.
Fuck
Set it out.
Please.
This should have changed my.
and I gotta sell my pussy back.
Look,
You gonna do that regardless.
you gonna do it for fun.
But that's just extra spending money now.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I mean, but here's the truth though. Imagine like 3 roommates, right? And all you have
$3
to
grand
do
to a household.
$3,000 to a household.
708.
Come on.
$780 in the rent. That's solid.
I mean, because how many people live in like families live together in one household? You get 10 people.
oh my God. I'm eating
What if they
crab
only
legs
do it
every day.
$1,000 per household?
I'm eating crab legs.
Yeah, that
every
don't
day.
work though, because there's
Yeah,
multiple
either one per
citizens
person
within
when
one
you
household.
And they got too much money to be
Let's
skeeting
get
like
18.
that. Come on now.
'Cause that's what I'm saying. Like,
They have too
America
much money.
has money. I hate
Period.
this idea that we are broke and we finna go.
America's those rich-
Motherfucker, we got
America
money.
We
is
just
the
don't
rich
know what-
grandparents.
yeah.
To the point where I don't know if y'all heard about Trump has been wrong about climate change. Recent news this week is that we are fucked. We are so past far the saving zone. We are fucked when it comes to climate change.
Yeah.
What makes Trump dangerous is
We
the
are
fact that
royally
He don't
fucked.
give a fuck.
Trump has fucked us
Thank
with a
you. He
fucking
knows.
sandpaper
He
he
dildo.
just don't give a fuck,
The
and that's
moment
what's
he's not
dangerous.
president, he hopping on his whatever.
But that's
said,
it.
flying
That's
he
the
knows.
equivalent of a kamikaze.
He
But
knows.
where can you go in the world when you fuck up the
But
climate
no,
of the world?
but the
But
I'm
that's
just
it.
saying.
Where the fuck you at?
No.
Trump is the equivalent of a kamikaze.
If it's
in
the-
World
if there's
War
an
II.
Aruba
They didn't
left.
have, once they
It's gonna be
sacrifice
flooded.
themselves.
That's what I'm saying.
They
We-
don't give a fuck.
Well-
the worst enemy you can have is one that doesn't give a fuck
No,
because
wait.
They don't give a fuck. They don't care what the fuck happens.
That's not
they
even
just want
that.
to get you.
He knows that the effects of it are going to be way after he is even alive.
Oh yeah,
He's
like,
he's
look,
like, I'm gonna live this life. I don't give a fuck.
He's like, I'm finna fuck up these cheeseburgers.
It's the same thing as a
Fuck
kamikaze.
these bitches.
It's just it got time involved. It's just like a really slow decline
Yeah.
that takes years to finally land the plane to fuck something up. You know what I'm saying?
Who is winning on the Republican side?
Trump.
No.
Wait. You mean like who's running? I don't
Yeah,
think I don't think anybody's running against him. Normally
Really?
they don't. So no,
I haven't heard any.
Much.
the reason it's a primary is because we as Democrats are the only party that gets to vote because we have to pick the opponent. Typically, even though like some
But
Repub-
somebody gotta run it. Like
No.
I know Trump is running, but it's some I know for a fact it's
You
some
gotta-
Republicans
you gotta
that are
turn.
not with.
You gotta
All
turn
Republicans
your
are
run.
not with Trump.
That's
Anyway,
true,
let's see what they
and
gonna
some
do.
people have like I don't think they've actually like filed for it, but they've like made rumblings in the news that he's considering running against the
Yeah, because
president.
I was watching
Trump-
multiple networks, CNN and Fox, and it's a couple black Republicans that's talking about they're going to run.
I'm down.
So
I'm down.
I low-key think black people should like take over the Republican Party because
We can.
a lot of us are fiscally conservative in terms of stop wasting money like a fucking dumbass and let's fix these programs. These programs are fine, but
They
they're
just
just
need to
run
be
so
funded.
inefficiently that like they're wasting money. So let's fucking fix it, not get rid of it. We don't have to ruin people's lives to like govern. You know what I mean? And I think most people, I don't know, I can't speak for most people. I just think a lot of people like think that way, and sometimes the Democrats can like lose focus.
Me my goddamn
But yeah,
continue.
no, I'm just saying like I just think sometimes like after this pendulum swings back away from the Trump administration, and like whoever wins on the Democrat side is gonna change some shit. As long as it's Elizabeth Warren, Bernie Sanders, or Pete Buttigieg.
Or Kamala Harris.
Those three are the most progressive.
I'll even throw in
Or-
Marianne Williams.
and-
as her
but I hear a
president.
lot of
No,
people not.
she's America's high priestess. We need to make
Who?
Marianne Williams.
Marianne Williams.
Make America
We need
great
to make
again.
an official position because her response
Trump.
on reparations, I was like, "Who is this mother?"
Yeah.
She was the most Googled person after
Wow.
Yep.
her presentation on the debate. Like,
Yep.
Hell
But
no.
that's the only good talking point that she had.
yeah, that's why I wanted
That's
to be the
like
high
me
priestess.
sometimes.
Shit.
Yeah, but she didn't have no. She kept bringing it up, but she didn't have a plan.
And for all the government,
Nobody has a plan
and for
That's
all-
not true. But
for
this-
reparations. Exactly.
On
That's a
that
lot.
note,
You're
for
not getting
all of
it.
the government
It's too
officials
big.
listening or future officials, I will take my reparations as a
I think
tax
Elizabeth Warren
incentive.
has a plan.
There you go.
So you know
No, she
you
don't.
pay it
They
forward.
asked
Pay
her,
it
she
forward,
said
right?
she
Yeah,
don't.
just saying.
Hey,
What
let's
about,
talk about that
AOC?
right there.
What's that?
What about AOC?
What about, I mean, she cool. Her. I'm really impressed with Ayanna Pressley though. She's been on my radar recently. She's the,
I've been impressed with Omar.
yeah,
Look like some people. Oh, okay, they got keys, right?
yeah.
But can we talk about that though? Like reparations, I've actually been seeing a lot of that lately.
About reparations
I've
for
seen one of those.
slavery?
What's up with you? You said sex slavery? Is that what you said?
That's definitely
I
not
swear
what
to
I
God,
said.
like, that's what I heard.
I mean,
I said forced slavery.
But that right there. I actually seen a story about it. It was like, some people got their, what was it, 10 acres in a mule?
Okay.
was it?
Yeah, 40 acres and
40 acres in a mule, right?
Yeah.
I'll let you know this right
So
now.
with that, hold on, wait, because 40 acres and mule, right? Of course, obviously, everybody hasn't gotten that because after it's gone so far, they're just like, I mean, shit, people forgot about it. You're just gonna like live in the space that you're living in, right? So I feel like that right there would kind of force people to get into their ancestry and see what they're owed. You feel
What
what
the
I'm saying?
Let me tell you this right now. Reparations would never happen.
I don't think they gonna have to. Meet
Some
it, to be
people, I
honest.
mean, if you fight hard enough
it's
for
not a
it,
thing. It will never
Are you?
happen.
Do you want reparations as in them actually physically handing us out money, or them giving us opportunities to better ourselves?
No, I want my reparations and property
Because
equity.
I think he was
but
talking to me.
you need
country.
education
I think he
to
was
fight
talking to
that,
me.
though. You see what I'm
I
saying?
think he was talking to me.
Y'all said or no?
Nah,
I want. He was.
Look at this off.
Hold on, reparations. I want all the truth of what actually happened. I want all accurate history to be told. I want
That
my
doesn't
own-
affect my
We're not.
life.
We're
I
not.
want
That's
my own
That's a
actual-
harder battle to fight.
Exactly, but it's the
That's
why,
true.
why do we want to keep like nitpicking like bro, just get the whole
It's-
thing over with.
All right,
White
so-
people are never gonna sit back and be like, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so
that's not gonna
it's
happen.
like, exactly. That's my point.
Okie
So
dokie. Y'all got us.
My reparations.
No.
Money in my
ain't
pocket
no
would be.
reparations. Like,
Money
you
in-
fucking
Let me see.
No,
Oh, wait.
money in my pocket would be nice, but that's like
Niggas just gonna spend it.
yeah.
It's gonna be gone.
I would rather have equal opportunity
Mm-hmm.
as far as
So-
black
something
people
to
are able
Close that
to.
gap.
Hold that thought right there.
All right, so we're back. I was just talking about reparations. I said, as far as money, yes, that would be nice, but I would prefer equal opportunity, giving us a chance to compete with people who already have a 40-year head start on us already in economic situations.
And
Go ahead.
I'm also tired of the conversation being about whether it deserves a conversation.
I don't think
like,
that's been
no,
put out in
like
the universe.
well, so it's starting to end. It's finally starting to become like a mainstream thing. And Marianne Williamson like summed it up when she was like it's a thing that we have to deal with.
Yeah.
Stop acting like it's not. You know what I
But
mean?
I don't like how political candidates are talking about it needs to be talked about and it needs to be done, but she don't have a plan. Like, stop bringing it. Because that's all that is riling up the black community. Because niggas, as soon as they hear reparations, they like, oh shit, what's gonna happen?
Well,
but
first we
stop
need-
bringing it up if you don't have a plan.
Black people as a whole need to come
Hey,
together
Jake,
and try to figure out what we're actually
Thank
wanting. Like what we keep shooting.
That's
but what
another
are-
thing.
What are we aiming at?
Nobody
I
know
think
what they
everybody
want.
wants different things.
For BET to go back to being black.
Well,
with that.
Rap City
True.
needs to make a
Rap City's basement.
well, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Because I feel
Tiger
like
as the host.
Hey,
No,
yeah.
no.
that'd be
For-
fun.
No, not Tiger as in Tiger.
For Susie
Tigger.
Carmichael
Tigger.
from Rugrats to get the real recognition she
Oh my
deserves,
God.
goddammit.
Oh my.
And for number 5. That's what I want.
Number
That's
5
my
was dope as
recognition.
fuck.
Oh, my reparation.
Number 5 was dope as fuck. Let's talk about it. But anyway,
Actually,
look.
I need all my debts
Look,
wiped out. I
I
need
mean,
some money.
When you talk
Number
about
5 was alright.
damn, I said when you talk about reparations, I mean
what
that's,
you
that's
looking
gonna
for?
look different across the board just because of how like separated we are amongst the classes.
What about not paying
However,
taxes?
however,
Yeah, no, tax incentives. Like I want to not have to pay a certain amount of
wait.
taxes.
I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry.
yo, that's hella what you did. I mean, we're talking. It's just
He apologized.
I'm sorry. Yeah, you fucking.
hey, I had to express my saltiness. But anyway,
take
look.
back my apology.
But look,
So
you don't have to do it.
Genuine.
So from Girl with the
Yeah,
Yellow
you're
Dress
right.
to Pacific Ocean
You're right.
House
It
Society.
wasn't. Fuck you.
Wow.
Fuck him.
So look, here's the deal, right? See, I forgot what I'm saying. No, I'm just playing. Reparations look different across the board, right? However, when it comes to like how you say people are presenting it, you know, shooting but not aiming, I think that's the first step, especially with how the media does it. Just get everybody's attention first.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
but it's
extremely
been talked.
important.
It's been talked about for years. But
well,
nobody came up with anything.
Well,
Not even
well,
a
so
hint.
it's all about the placement. It's all
No,
about the
I take it
package.
back. They have brought it up as it being like $100 billion.
To who?
What is $100 billion?
To who? Who is it
No,
going
listen,
to?
listen,
How
listen,
many
listen.
of- Who is
That's
all
another
even claiming heritage?
So let me
to
ask y'all this.
$100
people who
billion
are even
should
enslaved?
go into programs.
Right.
Yes.
You know, to because
Exactly.
basically
Programs to do
you
what?
can't
That's still
just
not enough.
you
but
can't.
that's a start.
It's
Programs
a
owned by-
great start.
programs owned by who?
All right,
It does
I got
well.
two
That's what we'll figure out. It's a stepping stone type of thing because the system and the just the calculated.
Who's at
Hold
the
on,
top of the
hold on. Wait a minute. Just because that's specifics. You know what I'm saying?
But
We
that's
still
not
have
specific,
to.
that's
When you
not.
are writing a paragraph, you don't just start writing.
Actually,
You
Yeah,
stop it.
Sentence,
Stop it.
baby.
It's all about the skeleton. You
Yep.
have to figure out the structure of it first before you fill it in.
Some
You
people
do an
they are
outline
right.
first.
It's important.
Yeah, well, everybody
It's
knows
called
about
a
like that, but-
foundation. You
It's
can't
right.
build a building and do like you
I get
can't
what
just
you-
start
so-
building the building. You
I
have
have
to
two
build the
questions.
foundation
Actually,
first.
when I'm on
How
a beach and I'm building a
far do
sandcastle,
you
I built
think
it up and
like-
I was like, I don't
How
like that.
far can you be building the foundation until the nigga that's already at the top of the foundation just there?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's-
But
you're
there's
getting
no
too
top of
far.
There is no
Foundation.
top of the
Foundation.
foundation.
Like,
I feel like the foundation
The,
has already
the-
been
when
like.
you
the
not the one that owns
foundation, the foundation of something
What's
is
the name?
the start of
Do
it.
you own it?
He don't know. We don't have the answer, Sway.
But not even that.
Nobody
but
does.
How are
I
you going
do.
to have a collection
Stop.
of people?
I have
two
doing-
questions.
like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
It's all
such
about
a
the
big
unity of it.
thing. And then when is it going to be like, oh, I'm 1% black. Where my reparation at?
See,
Like,
So-
that's why I don't think we should just hand it out
So,
to people.
Yeah.
It's two
'cause that's
conversations that are
too many
happening.
and
people.
plus you can't
Oh,
give
let
money
Jackie
to
go. Yeah, I
anybody
got it.
either.
I have two questions. So,
Oh,
'Cause
one.
now everybody got black people.
Yeah, it's
Everybody
not
black.
just money.
Everybody
It's
black
not.
today.
It's not just money.
I'm black.
so
And
okay,
niggas
so
don't put that shit.
Here go all these racial numbers.
just
Remember
for
Black man
conversational purposes, the first question is, how much is enough then? So, because it has to be a cap at some point, correct?
Man, see.
No, it has to be a cap.
Has to
So,
be.
what is enough for reparations? Not just for one person, but for overall, what will be the cap?
First
What's
of all,
enough?
it's
For us
not
to
a
be on
money
the same
pay-
level.
It's not a money payout.
It's not just the money.
It's not
Yeah,
paid.
yeah,
Oh, okay, wait.
That's
So-
what I'm saying.
But
What
it's
is
a
enough?
part of it.
It's not necessarily
It's
saying
a
just
part of it.
monetarily.
It's
What
no
is
money.
enough?
It's,
Depends on how much the programs that would need to be set in place is going to cost.
no. She talking about how much is enough.
Yeah.
As far as,
What's that?
Yeah.
What, how much
what
is going
is
to be
to be-
enough?
no,
What's
No,
that
no,
actual
that's
end
not what
goal?
I'm saying.
She
I'm
said
saying
not-
overall, not individually, as far as the entire, let's say, black community whose ancestors were slaves. What is the cap? What is the amount that should be paid in reparation? Like, this is the total allotted funds to reparations.
I
What's
don't.
the
I wouldn't
actual
equate it.
Whether it's just money or not.
That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't equate it to money. I would
I don't think
equate it
That's
to
not just money.
being.
That's
I'm
not.
not
understood.
saying
That I will equate it to
I feel what you're saying.
setting up programs, setting up opportunities for us to succeed systemically.
So
Closing that
There
gap.
are.
Man, I
You
love
see,
it.
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
system. That's
Jackie,
the
real
problem.
quick.
That's the thing. A system works how it's supposed to.
Unwinding
Yeah,
the
So this
system.
system is
that
working how
oppress.
it's supposed to, whether we like it or not. It's working how it's supposed to.
No,
So
no,
we
no,
need to
that's
be
what I'm saying.
included
It
in
needs to
law.
be a revamped system for that includes everybody.
A revamped
everything.
system means that it's
Right.
the same system, just with
Black people
Yeah.
involved.
What's
Exactly.
What's
So-
the actual?
It
end
needs
goal?
an Apple update.
so
So my second question is, okay, is say someone is mixed, do they get a lower amount of reparations than someone who?
no, it's equal opportunity for everyone. I'm not. It's not specifically to a
So
race.
then that means what Caucasian people get this?
equal opportunity for
They
everyone.
already.
But then what's the
have
point of
all the
reparations?
Okay, Jackie, wait.
Already good.
Okay, hey.
That's
Okay.
it.
So look, wait. So there are two different pieces of reparations of the whole conversation. It breaks down to compensation to the individuals and descendants of those that were affected, and the structural changes that will support a new environment for everybody to operate equally. Right
Close the
now,
gap between the white
for
and
the
the brown.
And the poor and the
Well,
rich.
Yeah.
There we go.
We trying to close that gap.
so the question is,
It'll always be. a gap.
should it work for everybody,
Shouldn't
or
be
should it
the
just
way.
like
It can't
be
be.
specifically
It should be-
for
no.
the black community and descendants of slaves? But hold on.
But that's gonna be hard to trace.
The way to get to a dollar amount is not to just pick a number and backtrack. Like, you have to do the calculations of like
And-
what the systemic, like, I'm sorry, not systemic, but the financial benefits from like all of the work that was done. Because like they have a way to calculate all that shit.
So
You know what I mean? So like,
What if we say
It's
how
called
many
algorithms,
hours
it's math.
slaves work,
we're
the
yeah.
minimum wage,
No.
put the minimum wage now, and add all of that up?
Why
See
not?
how
They
many
paid the
slaves-
Native
see,
Americans
But there's this.
for
Yes.
taking their land. So I feel
Pretty
like
much in the trillions.
But there's
But
this.
it's
well,
not going to be able to be
But they
calculated
didn't
by how
give-
many hours
Hold on, they
slaves
didn't
work.
give. They
No, they
didn't,
gonna give
if I remember
this.
correctly,
They're
they
not
just
gonna
gave
give
them
it.
money.
We just gonna piece
They
away.
gave
at it.
them land and
Wow.
certain rights.
I
Where
don't
my
know.
mule at?
How do you piece
Where
away
my
at
mule?
people that create money?
Where
You see,
my
you know
mule?
you can print the shit.
Well, look, here's the deal.
Where my
Here's the deal.
acres?
So like what you were
They
saying,
can literally make
right?
money.
You were basically saying, you know, there's two conversations about it. So look, here's the deal, right? It's not necessarily. I don't even think it's necessarily just about like a specific race, even. you know, of course, it's everybody. No. Look, chill. No, I mean everybody at this point is definitely affected by it. In order to get everybody back up, you know, to where we should be, it's all about closing that gap.
So what you're saying is,
Hold on, wait, let me throw this in. First things first.
I'm the realist.
Damn.
First things first.
Because we're the.
I would like a formal fucking apology.
Yeah, you know what? That
Like,
does
that's
a lot
You said
emotionally.
you want a McDonald's?
No, being dead ass honest.
I mean, well, shit. Then wait a minute, goddammit.
Like dead
I
serious.
swear to God,
Dead serious. First things first. I would want a formal apology.
Formal apology.
No, say you said first thing.
This nigga talking about a formal apology. Fuck all that. I don't give a fuck about no apology.
I'm not joking about this because
wait.
they gave the Native Americans a formal apology. They gave the Jews a formal apology. The least y'all could do is give us first.
From who? Who do you want it from?
The United States of America.
No.
Yeah.
But no.
No, listen.
So
It's
they have
always
people who
representation.
represent.
No.
It's always
Who do you want it
representation.
from?
The United States
The
of
American
America.
government.
So the president?
The American
No.
slave trade. The
They are an entity. The United States
that's what I was
federal
gonna say.
government
Yes.
is a
And
formal
what
entity.
has to do
and
for
they
all
are.
That's what I'm
Let
asking.
me
That's
say
what
something
I'm
real
asking.
quick.
That's what I'm asking.
Honestly, I didn't know if you was still going. Honestly, I don't give a fuck about an apology because it first of all, it wouldn't be sincere. Because if it was sincere, it would have happened.
It would have happened years ago,
But
bro.
It depends on the person who gives it to
sincerity
us.
They don't
of it.
feel bad.
But
It depends on the person who
like
gives it to us.
taking-
This is
The responsibility.
Taking
Taking
responsibility. into
Okay, well,
accepting.
no, I still don't give a fuck because
If
you
that's
have
what-
some white people that are in government who say slavery is wrong, and I'm sorry for that, but they're also saying slavery is wrong. I'm sorry for that. Move the fuck on.
When's the
That's
last
what they're
time
saying.
you did something wrong to somebody and you
If
felt
an
like you
apology
did
still
is
have
going to
to.
hold up the
week.
conversation
You
and like
don't.
the actual
Your
preparation,
Your apology
Yeah.
could be fixing the
How many-
problem.
every time.
Which is a
Yeah.
part of it.
That's
If I
the
feel
apology.
wrong, I
That's
apologize.
what I'm saying.
The
I
apology.
mean, you're wrong. You apologize.
No,
for
this-
this fuck
this-
up.
the-
This is a whole nother beast we're talking about, bro.
Yeah, that's
What
on
is
the
an
more
apology?
emotional
Listen,
aspect.
the apology is not for the government or anybody in power to come out and say, "Hey, niggas, I'm sorry."
My bad.
My bad. The apology is
Do
systemically
you know
fixing
how
what
many-
you have wrong.
Hold
And
on.
I don't give a
Also-
fuck about the
I'm
words
gonna-
"I
wait,
am
hold on.
sorry."
Hold on,
I don't.
Wait. I'm gonna build off of that.
I don't care about the words "I am
I'm gonna
sorry."
build off of that, and I'm gonna add on
I
to
said
what
that's the
you
way to
said.
start.
Yeah, like look.
That I hear what you're saying, but like I said, I
get
don't
this.
give
So
a
look.
fuck. Yeah, I
look,
get it.
let
I
me-
get it, but
But
Let me
it
speak.
doesn't fill the
Yeah, let
void
me
for me.
finish, though.
Let me-
It doesn't feel.
they don't even tickle it.
No God, bro.
Let me speak a little bit on just personal experience.
No, I
in
don't
this-
wanna hear what you
No,
gotta
no,
say.
no, no, no. Wow.
No, wait. Let's not finish.
Well, no, I'm just.
Let's be.
I was like,
that's what we
because
doing?
Cut him off. I was just saying. So let
Cut who
him
off?
finish first.
Let who
Ty.
He was talking? Oh, about the apology. I thought he was.
No, he was just saying that's the first part of what he would want.
Yeah.
Oh, and I responded to
Now
it.
this
by saying,
brings
fuck
back my point.
No,
All
thi-
black
I-
people do not want the same thing.
Then I'd go into
Yeah, that's
certain
okay.
programs.
Yeah, that's
Should
gonna
we
happen.
survey?
Layers.
Should a survey
It's
work?
layers
We need
to it.
a
But it
survey
has
would
to
work.
appeal to everyone.
A survey would work with probably.
But how would they calculate that though?
That's what I'm getting into.
Like a census?
I just came out of a survey class. A survey would work with either custom sampling or you can use systematic sampling.
Would you do paper or digital?
Both.
Depends on where.
people, young
It's going to
people.
depend on what kind of bias you get. Paper
Mark
sampling
looks
is
to
a
the
sample
two
of
social
simple
scientists
bias
in the room.
sampling, which means if, let's say we're outside of a Walmart handing out papers about reparation, somebody can just check it, just get us out their way.
Mm-hmm.
break out those surveys, guys.
Mm-hmm. Well,
we probably do systematic. If we're going to get a survey, we probably need to do systematic. And that's where they just take, like, this whole neighborhood of be one club, one system. The next neighborhood will be another system. And they pick and pull from that system and give that survey to them.
I feel like you can just, like,
And then that
throw
survey,
that question on the census.
Go Facebook. Facebook.
Y'all want reparations?
that'll do a lot. A Facebook poll. Yeah, I'm about to say polls do a lot. So look, what
I do
what
have
I
a
was
question
saying.
for you, too, also.
Okay, so what I was saying, the
I ain't
bill.
even get done yet.
Oh, you're not,
just
still
got,
not done?
I just got 3 things I would say. We
Did you
probably
hear what
have.
I said?
No, what'd you say?
Nothing.
My form of reparations would be making it easier to access business loans for African Americans of slave descendants.
Preach.
Helping financial school loans for descendants of African American slaves.
Bernie, get rid of those.
Helping them more.
Not necessarily
I ain't paying
for
shit back.
slave descendants.
Yeah, I'm
They
talking
have-
about
Motherfucking thing back.
Everyone
That's the
was
goal.
in Africa.
Screw that.
Sorry.
so you can.
I agree.
And housing.
And housing.
And housing.
Mm-hmm.
They have those.
That'll
They
cover
call
the
it
40
low
acres and a
income
mule.
in Section 8.
Pretty much.
Housing, education, and business.
This also
Section 8 is technically not for the.
It's not,
Yeah.
but it's predominantly occupied by.
No, it's not.
It's not. It depends
It's
on.
depending on where it is.
Predominantly
depends on-
occupied by white people.
It depends on where you're at.
Where it is.
It depends on where you're at.
If you're talking county
Like,
to county,
yeah.
but if we're talking about city,
municipality.
period.
No,
then
I'm
as a
just.
city,
It differs. It
yeah,
differs.
Yeah.
So basically, right? Again, personal experience, but my personal experience, of course, matches a bunch of others, right? So when it comes to personal, like somebody who personally goes for their own source of like education, you know, just to dig into whatever for any type of value, right? If we make it publicly known, hey, if you dig into your past, right, and you find out that you were descendant of somebody who is owed something, who has not gotten their reparations, you can get them now.
Is it gonna come on?
There are people.
Wait. Is it gonna come on like late at night, like a mesothelioma commercial?
No, come on.
If
you
are
gonna issue every black person rush
you
card,
are
Have you
No.
discovered
Now
that
look,
you're
it's gonna- have you or a loved one ever been whipped on your back?
Wow.
I
You
just
made
saw
me
one
own
for
conversation.
just for men for black people. I just saw one of those commercials.
Wow.
Just for men for black. I swear to God. He was like, they marketed this to black men for it. I was like, yo.
For real?
He said, "You tell."
I was like, we
But
out
see-
here.
but see,
We
that's
finna
the
get
thing.
these. We finna get these
I'm a
class
black
action
man.
money.
All right.
Let's
that's
get
the
this
thing.
black class
There
action
are
money.
so many different levels
Let's
of how
go.
to reach different people. They'd have to invest on it on every level.
Yeah,
if we're
Meek
gonna
Mill
be
said it best.
serious
It's levels to this shit.
So my
Period.
Levels to
question
this
is,
shit. You can't
we
fuck my hoe
use-
because it's levels to this bitch.
Wow.
my question is, are you saying that we should use this chance of like social change, not to like specifically build up the black community, but say, hey, let's just fucking make it cool for everybody. Let's just go ahead and save some time
that's what I'm saying.
and not make any
Yes.
like every single community.
So
let's just
Because if you do it
make
for
it
just
for
one
everybody.
specific race, then
Because look,
later
somebody
on
else
in
gonna struggle.
Yeah.
So let me put it to you this way. Yes, I do feel like that definitely needs to happen, but just because of the system that they have in place, there's only going to be so many people.
You only giving these niggas
Right.
so much.
There's only going to be
Just
so many
If you're
people
not 99.9%
who are actually
black,
going
you're not
to
getting it.
help, who are actually going to be a part of that movement. Other
So
people are going to be
who are
comfortable
gonna
where
be-
they are, and that's just where they are.
Why
You feel me?
And
Why
leave
is
them
the
where they
whole-
Not
They
if you
leave them
don't
where they
vote.
at.
Why is
Because they're
everybody
comfortable.
content with that though?
Not if you vote
Because
for
of the
Andrew
system.
Yang.
Because of the
Okay.
system, but
Because natural selection.
No,
I mean,
no,
that's
no,
too.
no, no.
That
Here's the
too.
thing, though.
I mean, basically what you're saying.
that's what's going to happen.
One thing that has
Literally.
not happened since black people were released from bondage is we were never given a legitimate chance to heal from that
This
trauma.
is
Exactly.
true.
And
This
that-
is
that'll be a part of the
fact.
program.
Compounded over
This is
generations.
fact.
Because we're talking
Black people
emotional,
just started
mental,
getting into
physical.
therapy.
And mental, like you know what I mean. So
Mental
like we
health.
literally have never had a
Yes.
chance to heal
We
and catch
been
up.
in
Survival
We never had a
survival
chance to get
mode.
back to our root and get back to
Black
the source.
people have been
And
in
we refuse to,
survival
and we still
mode.
refuse to go to the back to the source.
See, but
That's a part of the programs. Like
when you
that's
say refuse, that ignores the systematic
No,
like
the-
canceling of our ability to do that.
right.
No, we can
That's
do that. I'm telling you, we can do that.
Right, but you have to do that by, like,
what
the
does
way
it
to
look-
the mindset.
What does it look like though?
Yeah,
See,
well,
people.
that's what we got to work on.
So, what does
Black
it look
people-
like?
That's but
Healthcare.
that's, you got to understand that that's a really big question though,
Exactly.
and that's
Well,
what
I
we
mean,
just got to work on.
I think it starts personally.
It starts
so,
as a question.
let's take North St. Louis for example, right? The solution that they've had was that whack ass housing program where like you have to buy a house for $1, live there. Bitch, I ain't living here. These niggas getting shot, they shooting kids. Fuck my grown black ass. I don't have a shot out here. Oh, I got
Right.
one. You know what I mean? So no, I'm not fucking doing that. I got a few shots, which is why I'm not going. You missed me with that shit.
Right.
And then to increase policing. But my thing is, you have to let people start healing first.
Yeah.
And like while you do that, you definitely want to like make sure security is tight. But like, damn, put some shit like healthcare related.
Therapy
Counseling
is
as like
expensive.
as fuck, like some shit that.
Expensive.
So my job has this
Expensive.
program where they like pay for the first 5 sessions. But the fucked up part
Smoke
is
sessions?
Yes.
Look, there you go.
Hold on.
Dr.
Nigga like
Good.
Starbucks smoking weed.
Where you work?
Chart.
I want some hot wings.
Short. Hey, I got Spectrum. It's lit.
The second one sounds
I'm
amazing.
trying to get it.
Oh, God.
You in that section?
What?
No, I'm in that. I can't say that. I don't know your motherfuckers be listening.
If they were to come up with every black person, he licked the hell out of my arm. It was a dog, folks. Not no nigga.
Right.
I gotta clarify.
Ty, sit down.
At least I'm waiting on you.
Ooh.
So,
I heard that,
if
but
they were
okay.
to come out with,
I heard it too, but I'm finna just let it roll off, cause you know,
Wow.
good. I'm just gonna let it roll off.
anywho, if they do say
Like,
every
how
black
you-
person over the age of 18
Mm-hmm.
gets this amount of money a month for reparations, what do you think it should be?
Off my goddamn paycheck, let me keep some more of my money.
No. They're giving you money.
I don't give a
tax
fuck.
free. How much would it be?
Shit, the shit.
But if we're being
$1,000,
honest,
I
what
don't
is
know.
they doing?
How can you
You're right,
quantify
anything
that?
That's what I'm
else.
saying.
Shit.
Like we keep saying we want this, we
But
want
I didn't
that.
ask you that.
You
You
keep
just told
saying
me
you
it was
want
no
money,
specific
But again,
amount.
The
again,
percentage
so
of
do
people
what
who are
with
going
it?
to use it the right way is
It's
in
all
those
about a
fewer.
mindset.
So-
It's
but
all
that's
about.
wait.
And
so-
the system, right? The system is going to work how it's supposed to.
So-
You can't use money right unless you know. Like it's all
Black
about
people
education.
are in-
Everybody get a Gucci
Wait.
bag.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on.
Burberry shirts,
Hold on,
baby.
guys. That is a false
Wait,
conversation.
wait,
What's a
wait.
false
No,
conversation?
I'm
Wait,
saying-
wait,
Hold
wait.
on. Let me hear
Wait.
what he's saying.
That's a
Black
dangerous
people
conversation.
Have been in
What?
survival mode.
Period.
There has. I say this all the time. Even myself.
I only play
I was
games on
raised
hardcore,
off
baby.
of survival.
Yes.
White people
Yeah.
get to, not even just white people. So some people
stand
get
something.
to get raised off love and whoo,
Peace
yes.
and calm.
Black people are
Uh-huh.
like, we have to make it to tomorrow. We got through today. Let's make it to tomorrow. Survival.
And
And it's all about breaking generational
And
It's
that's-
cute that y'all think that
that's
that's
not-
just related to black people.
See, but wait a minute.
That's what I said. I'm
No,
like,
but in our
wow,
experiences,
wow.
we have more.
But there are some
no,
white
in
people
our
who go through it
experiences,
too.
not yours.
It's not just black people, but
It's
Not
not
just
just black
people.
people.
that's the
Period.
fight.
But
The
with
fight is
who
basically
we've
us
interacted
saying
with.
we trying to
We
survive.
trying to
Let us
survive.
survive. That's what the fight is.
Literally.
And that has
Predominantly
caused problems. So I'm not saying all black people are gonna be like, oh, I got
Nigga, I
$1,000
just
this
said the
month.
experience that I
Let me
had
go ball out at
yesterday.
Right.
Gucci.
Literally.
I'm just saying
I'm putting
that
whole money back.
black
into the
people,
pocket.
a lot of people, at least that I know, first thought isn't let me invest this money. Let me blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like
I'm just trying to make a dollar.
We're trying to
And then what are they
lessen the
investing
gap.
in?
We're trying to get closer to the people at
We're
the
trying to
top.
find stability.
But you have to do that in certain ways.
Y'all,
Property.
y'all just sound like y'all want to see to the table.
Well,
Or
look,
maybe we want
Fuck
a
it.
table. Damn.
That's
I'm
what
about to say
is
period.
required.
Our
I
own.
really got
That's
a
all
table.
about.
Our
And then when
own.
it comes down to it, y'all, you all want to see the table.
I felt that one.
Uh-huh.
Some
like-
people don't even have
Alright,
a
then,
table.
nigga, pull me up my
I don't
motherfucking
even
phone.
have a table.
I feel like a
Like,
seat at the table is the only way this
I don't wanna
actually
see that
goes
table.
through.
How when?
That salon job
Why-
was lit, by the way.
Why get a
Get
seat
a
at that
table?
table when we just create?
And the
You
name
gotta,
of the episode.
but
you
what
need-
if this is
the
our
reason
first
why you
step
need
to
a
getting a table?
no, the reason
I
why
don't
you
wanna be
need
at
a
the
seat
table.
at
Or
the
getting your
table.
own table.
I don't
Thank
want-
you, Jordan.
I just
The
want
reason
to-
why- no,
This
listen,
is
listen,
this
listen.
then gonna lead us
Listen,
into
listen.
No, this is actually the title of the episode.
The reason
Sit at
why
the table.
the reason why you need a seat.
Oh,
at
and it's so fitting.
Right?
Anywho,
Actually,
the
it's
reason
a good
why
idea.
you need a seat at the table
It's a
so
good
you can infiltrate their system. You have to infiltrate their system. That's the only way you can get your own table.
You
can't.
think a couple niggas is finna if they
Wait, wait. So
infiltrate their system that they've had time
Why do you
and
think it's a couple?
years
that's
and
the only way to do
years
it.
to
It's not-
formulate. How?
Why do you think it's only
Why
a
it's
couple?
only a couple?
First of all, you got black Republicans now, so they're entering on that side. Now you got black
Hey, black folks is
Democrats
everywhere.
on this side.
What?
You're slowly but surely. You have black people actually winning these races in the Republican side and the Democratic side.
Jordan.
Eventually, we're going to be a whole minority.
Wait,
It's
wait,
not
wait.
just
Just
gonna-
because they
it's
black
not-
don't
wait,
mean
No, no,
they
no.
so
I get it. I'm
Wait,
not. I'm just saying.
yeah.
I'm not saying
Light.
just because they're black and they're Republican, then they're going to be beneficial for the
That's
black
Uncle
community.
Tom, man.
Light.
But all I am saying, you're going to get rid of the good old boys, all the white
Right.
folks that's
Because
systemically bringing everybody
you
else down.
cannot, you can't shirk the. You can't turn your nose down at the system and expect to like work within it. You
Yep.
cannot do that.
But you're still trying to be reasonable.
So
No.
in the system.
So my thing
Didn't
is,
Jay-Z say,
here's
without
the
a
thing.
reasonable doubt?
When you work outside of the system, people die. Shit, people die within the system.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is like, short of a revolution, how the fuck are you gonna take down the American government? You can't. It's smarter to take it over.
From the
So what I'm saying is like,
Get in there.
you cannot.
Yeah.
Like the one thing that white
Why
people
don't
understand,
we think
it's not
we
even
can-
white people. The one thing that people
Because they've been
understand
trying for hell
is-
ain't shit working.
the one thing that people understand is
That's
The
how
one thing
People-
cops have
Hold on,
against
people
let
pay-
him finish.
this is the land of law and order.
There
And
is
that
no
is-
order.
Damn.
That is not true.
It's been proven.
There
We're
is
living
nothing
in a
but
go
order,
inside.
honestly.
For,
But it's
for instance,
it's nature.
It's been counties and police counties that's been predominantly white. You get a few good black policemen, then they make their up to sheriff or whatever the fucking high
So throughout
high
all the
rank it
years,
is, a chief or
I hear
whatever.
all y'all
Then
niggas.
they're overlooking the black community.
there's still some,
That's fine.
out of all the people throughout the years, out of all the celebrities, all the motherfucking politicians, out of all the whoever, all the Black Panthers, everybody that had the exact same mindset because
Black
we
Panther
keep,
was on the
we're-
outside.
we're
Wait,
keep-
wait.
because we're still repeating history. History keep on repeating itself over and over.
History
again.
never
Hold on,
repeats
hold on.
itself.
None
Hold
of
on, hold on,
these
hold on,
niggas-
hold on,
none of
hold on.
these
Always
niggas-
repeat.
These top niggas,
You
these
cannot repeat a
these
certain
quote
time.
unquote
It's never
black,
the
these
same
quote
time.
unquote leaders we got.
However,
Conceptual.
You guys.
These quote unquote leaders that we got, they don't want to be threatened just as much as they don't want to threaten the people that are supporting their pockets. They
Right.
want to sit. They want to
So
sit at the
what-
table
We've
and
only-
stay their asses.
You know what you
We've
sound like?
only recently
You
got the
sound like the
mindset
niggas
to
who
do
be on
stuff like
YouTube
this.
trying to get motherfuckers to come and join motherfucking ISIS. You be doing a little hand like this?
We've
Come and join
listen,
ISIS.
listen, we've only recently had this mindset
Come help
that
us
we
fight
want to
these slaves.
take over. We've been thinking about doing it on the outside.
It's all about a mindset.
Only recently
I'm trying
we've
to
been
let
thinking
him know. He got
about
something to
trying to get into government the way we have.
No, we haven't. That's been
Listen,
going
let me
on for
let me
hours.
let me finish. No,
it's socially
you are-
acceptable. It's
it's
widespread.
just
Well,
like now.
and that's becoming well.
Listen,
let 'em
now, because now you got people who are looking into their mental health and all of that stuff, worrying about financial status and all that stuff, actually trying to invest. You wasn't getting that back in the day. Back then, you had your Black Panthers, you got all that, whatever. That's on the outside. Now you got people, now black people are actually staying woke. I hate that phrase, but now people are waking up and actually seeing what the fuck is going on around
My
them.
mom didn't know
They're
shit about
turning that-
credit.
and they're turning
20
that
years
into-
ago.
they're
That's
turning
crazy.
the woke
Yeah.
person into a marketplace.
Yeah,
My
white
mom didn't
people
know
leverage
shit about
credit.
She didn't know, like she didn't know how credit worked, and neither did my dad. So like I agree
This shit
100%
is, people
with
are
what you're
just
saying.
now waking up and seeing
We're
what the
learning
hell-
these
hell's going
lessons
around.
sooner, and we're applying them a lot faster.
Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Wait. You guys want to say?
Yeah,
Okay.
Yes, you do.
Well, you know, I think
I didn't think it's funny now. He said, actually, I don't have nothing to say.
Wait,
I just think it's funny how.
But since you asked,
Beyonce should have won tonight, but
no, I'm just saying. I think you're right. People have been woke, but I think it's about being able, not to be able to read, literacy, be able to seek out the information. I'm just saying. When
Yeah.
people say, if you want to hide the truth, put it in the book.
Yeah.
From a black person, that's
Yeah.
what they're saying. You know, like, I just feel like people being open to actually researching exactly what happened. I think the history is pretty accurate. I think they can't lie about holding black people as chattel. They had inventory.
well, actually,
But
they're
it's
taking
not-
slavery.
They're not
If
telling-
y'all didn't
they're
know,
not telling the whole.
I think the truth is all
hold on.
there.
Did y'all know?
Oh.
Real quick, did y'all know
There's
that
a
they trying to
whole
take
lot of that,
they
bro.
trying to take slavery out the history books?
Of course they
Are
are. They
you
don't
kidding me?
Hold on, wait, hey.
Seriously?
Michael said to me one day.
I haven't heard that.
Hold on,
I
hey,
have.
hey.
I didn't hear it either.
Michael said to me one
Where's the
day.
article?
He said, "White people let us go, and they still mad."
Texas?
I mean, because that's the thing. So that's why I was going to ask
And I'm like,
you.
that's the realest thing.
But they
I've
want us
heard.
to wait.
That's
They trying to in fucking Texas, but they want us to remember the goddamn Alamo.
It's a Republican state. I understand. It's deeply red.
remember that.
Yeah, it's
They love
hella
Ted
red.
Cruz.
It's
People
hella
like
They've
Ted Cruz in
already
Texas.
been
Let's be
changing
honest.
the whole.
I mean, the El
it was
Paso
an
shooter
agreement
talking about-
between the Americans and the Native Americans, and an agreement.
And then we got Amber.
They're not.
I'm just gonna say this. I'm gonna let it go. Probably not, but I'm gonna try to let it go. basically, I think all of you guys are kind of hitting on a lot of great points, but the problem is that no one's talking about what the standard is. There are places around the world, like South Africa is a really great example of white people first admitting to the people who live there, like, you're not insane. No, all this is true, and all this was designed to trick you into this. And then let's start from day one, and let's keep it moving with these, whatever. Everyone here, I think, wants a seat at the table, but wait.
I don't.
That's you. It's okay.
You don't have to sit at their table, but you need to be at a table.
You need a table, baby.
You need to be at a table, even if it's just this. You need a table. You need people around you to hold it accountable.
And you know what, son?
So
You know what, son? Right now, with that mindset, you at the kitty table.
If you are the people
Come
at
join
the
the
head of
adults.
the table, why would you ever allow someone to fuck your shit up? Regardless of what you did to whoever, whatever ethnicity, if it's your fucking table, if we are in charge, we are not going to let anybody take over. Fuck who's in
Happened to
office.
Black Wall Street.
Fuck who's in Congress.
Fuck them niggas.
Happened to Black
That's
Wall
not going to
Street.
happen. That's why I understand what he was saying. But my question is,
But
what
it
do you
happened
want?
to Black Wall Street.
What do you want?
That's really interesting that you bring up Black Wall Street.
It happened.
I want it back.
Wait.
That's why I'm in business. I want it back.
It happened in East St. Louis too.
Yes,
So
it
it's not the
definitely
first
did.
time we had our own table and they burned it down.
That wasn't a table.
So now,
That wasn't
what's
a
the
table.
best thing to do? Invade your fucking
Compared to
table.
their table,
That wasn't a table.
I
But it
already
was a
know
step
you
up
thinking
from
that
what it
because
It
is
wasn't a
first
step
of all,
up.
that was not a
It
table.
wasn't
Oh, wait,
a
wait,
step
Tamini.
up, but it wasn't a table.
Black Wall Street wasn't a table.
It
was not a
was.
table.
It
It was
was
not a
not.
table. It was a
Because
ci- it was-
underneath.
it
That's
was
why
a
they
city.
burned it down.
So the difference between my mom.
Okay, so it wasn't the foundation of a table.
But
No.
no, let me
Wait,
explain.
wait.
The difference between my mother and father and me is that they said, I'm going to get a piece of the American dream. I'm saying, fuck your American dream. I'm building this up from the ground up for whatever the fuck I want it to
For
be.
my life.
Look at him talking about you go, baby.
That's
Please.
No, but Black Wall Street was not a table. A table is what the white people have right
I'm a
now.
country nigga.
So my thing,
Yeah,
okay,
it's a whole-
here's the thing.
it's-
The only
it's-
other way it can happen is by revolution. So my question is,
It'd be a
like,
civil war for class. It'd be a
Yep.
class.
yes,
next to war,
or you can fucking organize, because that is the beauty of the American government, is it is built for people to be able to gather, to coordinate, and to
Establish.
strategically,
God
like
motherfucking bless
How
like
do we do that
With
when we're
white
still under a
descent.
frequency warfare?
you educate other people in your periphery. You do what you can. That is your contribution to life. Is by you bringing the people, like who are maybe not as like understanding in
Like-minded
these subjects.
individuals.
You teach them.
And that's what
You
I was
talk
saying.
about it. You share. We do podcasts
Yeah, that's-
to make sure we're all on the same fucking page.
That's what I was
That's
saying.
what we're doing
That's what
here.
I was saying
It's all about
earlier when I was
communication.
saying you have not dissing you or anything. You have the mindset of what I was saying people had back in the day, to where they think that
Malcolm F.
And Malcolm, the reason Malcolm X failed is because he was up against the United States fucking government.
And they fucking
and they crushed that
And
shit.
the Black Lives Matter Act.
All right,
And
The reason why I
that's
take-
too.
the reason
Real
why
shit.
I take-
Facts though, it's real.
The reason why I take that is because it's like
That's fine,
yeah,
but have
we
a plan to
still-
counter.
we still trying
the
to be
Muslims.
we still trying to be reasonable within the parameters of what is already set. When
But our
usually-
government allows for that.
Well,
for
we
us to
can't-
change.
It's
No,
not even just
no.
about reasonable, but if everybody dies in the process of trying to get the end goal, who
Why-
would be doing
first
it?
of
Well,
all,
wait,
you already
Somebody
go.
doing
First of all,
something.
you
I'm not
going.
saying
You
somebody
already
go.
going.
Everybody
Jordan,
died.
no, wait,
You
What was we
already
doing
going into it with a
Why?
I'm finna lose mindset.
Wait,
Hold on, wait.
The only
No.
hold on.
excuse me.
Wait.
Hey, lower
The
your
only
voice.
thing- The only
Lower
thing,
your voice.
The
One
only
person at a
difference
time.
between police, for example, one difference between police and just us is they have a clear agenda. They already know what the deal is. We still need a.
Jordan, I think for sure I understand
You're
exactly
racist.
what you're saying. But can I just honestly just speak on what you're saying? The problem is that I might lose a few of you heathens. I'm
I fucks
joking.
with it.
I'm joking, but
I'm actually a good guy.
So Egypt is comfortable. Canaan is not. when the Jews left.
Oh, you finna lose him, baby. Go ahead.
But the Jews left Egypt.
Do what you finna do. But you
Everyone likes to say that they went on to this and then we created.
Wait, hold on. Are you religious?
Am I
I think
religious?
she's just
No, are you
using a
religious?
metaphor.
I'm
Even
spiritual.
if she is,
I don't
I'm
even-
saying
Am I
That's the
gonna-
answer you
am
want.
I-
I want you
Okay.
to continue.
Am I going to ascend to heaven? Questionable.
Because okay.
Hey, man,
Okay.
look,
Okay.
hell
That's
gonna
fine.
be me.
Hey, everybody,
What
let her
I'm saying
finish.
about you is I understand that radical idealizing, but the problem is, like I said, if America's Egypt is comfortable. No one wants to stop shopping at H&M.
Nobody wants to leave their box.
Nobody wants to do. Girl, do you know what it takes to start a revolution? Oh, this is my shit. They don't. If they gonna say something, they say something and call you bitches up top.
we talking about that.
Oh.
Yeah.
You can't
It's cool,
even
though.
fathom a reality without any of
Well,
this.
look. Well, no. Let's talk about what you were saying.
Because no one
You
wants
know
to return
how
to the
you know
source.
how you have a Malcolm X approach and you have a Martin Luther King approach. They both matter. It's a balance. So there's going to be an approach for every level of this thing. That's why there has to be a full. When you say revolution, it's got to be kind of like a renaissance, so to speak, of just
rebirth.
The way that everything happens and the way that we attack the same issue. All roads lead to the same path.
Because I'm not saying the fighting isn't going to happen.
It's
but
still going to
before,
happen.
We didn't have the right
There are some people who
government,
fight.
the right backup, the right system in place. So we like, ooh, let's fight. But we didn't have the right structure.
There are some people
now,
who will fight.
if we can have the right structure in place, things can
Hold on, wait. There are some people who will shed blood.
Anybody ever
There
tell
were
you
some.
like Jaquan?
What's up with you?
I don't know.
I don't know. There are some people who are gonna spill blood. There are some people who are going to write. There are some people who are gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? But we need all of them in order for it to work. It can't be a one thing. Oh, we need to just take their shit.
Why don't we just govern our own
Because we
people?
gotta give.
I think
Because we don't have the
the
resources
As
either.
soon as they
Or the
feel like we
Thank
have
you.
a centralized leader, and that's why Black Lives Matter is not really worried about, even though we are
Man, that's
considered a
just
terrorist group.
Oh, no,
as
we
soon
made the
as we
FBI
have-
list, so
we are the FBI list. I understand that, but as soon as we have an actual leader,
Jesse
Malcolm
Jackson,
X and Martin Luther King, got a lot of things done. However, both
Wait,
are dead.
you
Who
say
are we going
Two different approaches.
The only
And what
person-
I'm saying is,
Okay, so I've
there are
been raising
gonna
my
be a
hand for
lot
like
more
4 minutes.
sacrifices.
So after him,
You gotta
I'll
go.
go.
Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead. I didn't even need
No, I
that.
said after him.
No, go ahead.
I'm just playing, bro. Relax.
We going to the bathroom with you?
I'm trying to stay.
I'm just saying there are going to be more sacrifices,
Go
and
ahead.
sometimes it's your life.
It's,
I was
yeah, you
going
know.
after you.
People gotta die.
Go ahead.
Yeah, people are gonna have to die.
People are
regardless, and I'm
dying.
always.
People are dying.
Okay, hold on. She's
Go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm just saying they dying already.
They died already. Well, but they're dying for the wrong reasons. They're dying for Jordans. They're dying for material things, not necessarily trans.
No. There are people dying for the cause.
But
I
mean, people
I
are
get what
dying
you're
for the
saying.
cause was more
It's
so.
also some
you're
senseless
talking
shit
about
though.
building.
Sweet shit, man.
You're talking about building up the black community.
who
but
died for
we
the
have-
cause the shade room ain't highlight?
Go ahead, Jamie.
I'm being dead serious though. When you
No, but
continue.
she talking.
No.
Go ahead.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, rather. You know, people are going to die regardless. However, like I said, we still have to address the issues within our own community as well. And that's black on black crime. And what are we dying for? And it's because of things that have been put in, that have been sent. Crime is very real. Energies transfer.
Black on black crime is not a thing. That's
It's not.
It's not a thing.
It's not.
How
White
not?
people
black
kill white
people-
people.
Wait, because I took a class for this, man.
Okay, and I'm still talking. I did not cut you
I
off.
know.
Right,
You
no,
said
no,
you.
stop. No, let her
Wait,
finish.
no, because she asked a question. She said black on black crime is
It was
not
a
a thing.
rhetorical question, so I could
it was
finish.
rhetorical.
All right,
Okay,
finish.
go ahead.
Just like white on black crime, or just like police brutality is a thing on, police against versus blacks, whatever, however you want to put it. It's definitely a such thing as a black on black crime because it's a black person killing a black person. That's how I'm looking at it.
It's
And-
a black on black.
See, but
It's not a black.
But
It's not a black.
it's within our community, and when you look at the majority of things, it's dying for shit like quote unquote respect or shoes, or because he disrespected my name, or because he knows my position in this hood, and it's shit like that that I'm referring to.
Black people
So-
not having.
So those
The
generational
resources they
curses
need
that
to.
are placed
Yeah.
And from way back when slavery was a thing, it's been passed down.
Yeah.
But then even on
Curses.
top, generational curses is very much the
I
same.
don't know no witches.
Like pathologies, bad behavior.
Yikes. Yeah.
What was
It's
trauma?
inherently past. Oh, never mind.
But as far as
I think.
But on top of that,
Okay.
another aspect of this revolution is we're gonna have to allow Billy and Heinzman to go. I don't know. I just thought up to.
That's a British.
What is his name I could think of, but gonna have to let them go buy those AK-14s, and then we're gonna rob them. And then we're
I'm
gonna
gonna rob somebody with
I
AK.
got lost.
easily.
We gotta get to it first.
We can go into
See, that's the thing. That's the thing about it. You let other people do the work,
The
the
government's
heavy work,
listening.
and then you make it easier for yourself.
If I
It's
got an
nothing.
AK-47, there's no way you rob.
But you can get inside
No.
their head mentally, and that's our problem
Why not?
within the black community.
Well,
as
shoot
well.
you.
Mentally, we're fucked.
if
what
I
if he-
got my gun,
What
on
if he
me,
stab you in the neck before you get to shoot the gun?
You won't get that close.
I was gonna say, how do you get that
Good-
close? I
I
have
mean-
a gun.
If you're
no,
good
no,
enough,
no, you make.
Obviously, okay.
if you're
okay.
good enough, I mean, shit.
Here's the thing about guns.
All right, I'm done talking.
Look, here's the thing about guns. Here's the thing about black on black crime. The thing about guns is, if the person knows what they're doing within a certain amount of feet, that gun don't mean shit.
Don't mean shit.
Pretty much.
It's
Don't
just
mean
a
a goddamn
weapon versus
thing.
a weapon. That's
How
it.
many people know what they're doing?
Soldiers.
Ain't no
Me?
telling.
Me?
It really ain't no
You're
telling.
not the normal person.
Now,
And when I
here's
say
the
that,
thing.
you
You think- I think so. I do.
If some shit
All right.
popped off when I was in Walmart, I'm out, motherfucker. I'm not the nigga. Y'all
The
need.
floor.
I mean,
I'm-
y'all niggas spend so much
no,
time.
no,
Y'all know
No, no,
that.
no. She was talking about robbing somebody with a gun.
Now,
How many normal people in the world can rob somebody that already has a gun on them?
If
That
you
happens a lot. I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
You walk up on me.
If
I'm
you
not
draw
gonna use it.
first, if somebody
a
else
person
walked
walk
up
up
with a
on,
gun,
if somebody walk up on me and I have a gun and they about to rob me, they're gonna die.
but no. If they
If they
draw
wanted
first,
to kill you, they would have shot
as
you
soon
first.
as you go for your
These
weapon,
are childish
if they-
terms.
How's that child?
The way you putting it, if I got a gun and you walk up on me, you're gonna die. That's not. The
You gotta
case.
get to your gun first.
Yes.
No, wait. Here's
If
the
you
thing.
have your gun on you,
Here's
You
the
gotta
thing
get
you're
your
missing.
gun.
Here's
You
the
gotta
thing
If
you're
the other
missing.
person
and you
has
gotta
a
pull
gun,
the
If they
trigger.
wanted
That's
to
a lot
shoot-
of
Sometimes
time.
you gotta cock that.
That's
If
a lot
they
of time.
wanted you
a
dead,
lot of people
they would have
carry their
shot
guns
you when they
already
pulled out
cocked
their
and
gun and
they
walked
got
up
Like
on
if
you.
you're in El Paso and he walks in with a fucking AK,
And you got a gun, but you already dead. Guns don't kill people.
It's
That's
not gonna
what
happen.
people.
It's not gonna happen.
So the
People
soldier
are fighting
tried that,
so
but he was young.
hard to be.
Hey, don't
able to
be
carry
stomping
around
on
with
here, bro.
guns.
Like y'all ain't loud doing the 8 times
Now,
down here,
when it
bro.
comes to
Let's
black
not
on black
kill
crime,
Okay.
when it comes to black on black crime doesn't exist because white on white crime doesn't exist because Asian on Asian crime doesn't exist because
No,
Mexican on
nowhere
Mexican
else.
crime doesn't
Excuse
exist. The way crime works,
it's worse when you're darker.
people commit crimes relative about who they're
Who
around.
are around?
That's how crime works.
Of course
It's the
not.
neighborhood that you're
We're
in,
from the neighborhood.
not the ethnicity of that neighborhood.
Yeah.
It
If
doesn't
white
exist,
people
though.
and Latin people move into a badass neighborhood, who gonna be committing the crimes?
I mean, but
white
the-
youth and Latin
I
youth.
think you're talking about the
that's white on
mentality
white? Yeah.
of, well, I'm gonna
I'ma shoot that other
rob
black
my
person.
own people and my
But
community.
that's
It gives them
every.
some-
That's
Here's the
every-
thing. No,
It
wait.
gives them a narrative to hang on
Here's
to.
another reason why I don't subscribe to black on black crime. Because
have to
you've
subscribe
never.
to it for it.
No, wait. No. You're saying it's real because of white people.
Literally.
But it
No,
does
I'm
exist.
saying it
Wait.
because I see a
It
black
does
person
exist,
shooting
though.
another
No,
black person. I see a white person shooting
Vic,
a white person.
Vic.
But I want to hear you out.
This literally may be going over your head. You've literally never heard on the news white on white crime.
Ever.
You've heard on the news black on black crime. That's a white narrative.
No, I'm-
Wait,
no.
can I fucking finish?
You telling me what I'm saying, and you saying it's going over my head.
Because
I'm
you've
telling
never
you.
heard it. It's not a term.
Because
You
white
can't
people are
Google
in
it.
power, though.
I don't.
White on white
Exactly.
crime.
I don't care if
Can
I
I
can-
can I finish?
You
Vivek,
telling me what I'm thinking. I'm telling you what that's
can I-
not
let,
true.
Let me finish. It's the same reason why, in my opinion, mixed people don't exist. Mixed people, they exist because of the one drop rule. Who put the one drop rule on us? White people. That if you got one drop of black blood, you're black. So now mixed people run around saying, I'm black, I'm black, I'm black. How are you black with a black father and a
'Cause
white
hold on,
mother?
'cause
Why,
hold on now.
wait. Why does your white side get canceled out just because you have a little drop of black blood? That's things put on us by the white man. Those are mentalities that they put into us.
But you can't take away from the reality that
Is-
a black man. Oh, wait, that a black man can shoot another black man.
Yeah,
that
that's what
in
they
itself.
say.
But wait,
we're not saying that.
So my thing is, even though there may be a difference in mentality because that is like a programming of the majority, the reality is like, one, if two people of whatever race killed each other, that's a statistic that exists.
It's
flat
still,
out, but
it's still out. It's still like that on that crime.
But also,
however, it's not given a name.
But also, wait.
Where
Wait.
I'm coming from. Don't tell me that a white person is putting that in my brain. No,
what news
I'm
channel you
seeing-
heard black on? What news channel you heard white on white crime from?
Well, no,
It's not a news channel. If I see a black person killing a black person, that's black on black. If I see a white
Right,
person
that's
killing a
exactly-
white
Okay,
person,
let me-
Because it was
Hold on,
put
let me
into
say
your
something.
head
Hold on, let me
that
say
if I kill Jordan,
reason-
that's black on
the
black
reason
crime.
I
It was
said-
put into your head that's black on black
The
crime.
reason I said black on black crime isn't a thing. Obviously, black people kill black people. What, just like what Ty's saying,
That's what
white
makes it black on
people.
black
No, we're not saying
it's
it's not
not.
real. Black people kill
No,
black
that's
people.
exactly
that's
what
what
he's saying.
That's what
I'm
he's
saying. I'm saying
He's
it's
saying
not
that
a
title
real.
does
I'm
not
saying.
exist.
You saying it's
Okay,
not?
well,
Let me
This
put
is
out.
what I'm
Hold on,
saying.
wait. Let me put out what I'm saying. I'm saying that just like race, it's not a real fucking thing. It is
And I get
something
what he's
somebody
saying.
gave a name to.
and I'm
Just like
saying
niggas
he's
name
saying-
weed all the fucking
everything
time,
else.
and it's not what
That
you really
human
smoke.
language.
Like everything
Okay,
else.
okay.
If you don't
But-
take it that deep, it's just like everything
I'm gonna
else.
expand on
So
what I
nothing
was
really
saying.
exists.
So
It
I-
only exists in the matter of who created it.
Okay, well, there's that.
Then-
I was saying
Then
that
that statement.
let me rephrase
That's
what I'm
exactly
saying.
what I've been saying this whole
Let
time.
me rephrase what I'm saying. I do not like to say things like black on black crime because, like Ty said, there's nobody walking around like, oh, this white on white crime is getting out of control. So I'm like, hey, and people wasn't walking around like, oh wow, black on black crime, woo, Jesus. Until white people was like, wow, you see all these black people killing black people. One through like, wow, police are killing black people. Nobody else is walking around like, oh, these Asians is wild over here in China killing each other. Gosh, Jesus.
I mean,
But
this
they
Asian
are doing that.
They
Like,
are, but it's
This-
not
the
on the
purpose of that
news
is to
saying
give
it's
it a
Asian
narrative.
Asian
Okay, and
crime.
that's what I'm saying.
It's the
like
narrative
it's
that's
some
passed
epidemic,
on the news.
but this has been happening. Black people have been killing black people. I'm not saying that we don't have things we need to fix. We most definitely do.
So
But
you're
it's
saying that it's not a
it's
thing because of the
ridiculous
root
to
of
sit
it.
back and be like, hey, we need to.
But just because the root is negative does not mean it's not a thing. That
Right.
title still holds what it is.
If you,
so why
but
do we
it's
not
just a
apply
negative
it to
root to it.
everybody else?
Exactly.
because spinning
It
off
But
that.
you can't.
Here's the reality
can't.
of
But
a white person
wait,
don't know
wait,
white
wait,
person
People
is-
don't.
So my thing is, as
Nobody-
an
That's
individual,
not
Just because they don't use
that's
it
not
doesn't
for
mean
me
it's
to
not a
worry.
thing.
Yeah, that's not for me to worry about. I'm talking about.
If I'm not
what's going on
using
in
my
head.
toaster, it's still
But
a
that's
toaster.
because you're around black people.
No,
You know
if I
that
see-
ain't-
if
No,
I
I'm
see
saying
a
no,
white
I'm
person
saying
killing a
basically
white
she's
person,
saying-
it's white on white
You
crime.
don't
She's
live
saying
in a
because
white
all she hears is
neighborhood.
black
You
I don't
don't
have to live
Just
in a
because
white
you don't
neighborhood.
hear white
But
on
you're
white crime does
saying
not mean it's not
you
a thing.
see
So,
black people
I mean, I'm
killing
not using
black
my
people,
toaster, but it's
and
still
so
a
you're like,
toaster.
hey, black on black
You get
crime
what
is
I'm
a
saying?
problem.
Yeah.
But at the same time, if you live in a literally town full of just white people, you're like, damn, these white people crazy. They just
Yeah,
killing each
white
other.
on
What
white
the fuck?
crime.
Like,
Just because the title is not there for y'all, don't
They
mean
just
it's
call
not
it
there
crime.
for everybody
no,
else.
it's not
it's just
fucking
crime.
there.
just call it
Look at
crime.
this
It's just
rate
crime.
rising.
But-
It's not
but here's the
there.
thing.
I get what y'all saying.
You don't.
It gives it.
No, I get what y'all saying. It's crime regardless.
I think-
But just because y'all call it just crime, that don't mean I have to call it that.
You're inferring that, man.
No, but that's what
Why
he's
do you
basically
like-
telling
why
me
do you
that.
like you have to
all
call
an
it black on
argument
black
of the
crime?
same
Because
thing.
they're
I'm not
not
just saying
predatory
black on black. I'm
people
saying
that
black
do
on black,
that.
white on white,
Well,
Asian on Asian, black on white, white
can
on
we
Asian.
just
It
agree
don't
that
fucking
killing
matter.
in general is pretty bad?
Yeah.
No, I'm not even talking about killing. I'm
Most
talking
of
about
the
crime.
time.
Period.
No, yeah.
I'm just talking about crime. Period.
I'm scared now.
Now, what I am concerned
So
about
Trump can go.
is
So Trump can
hey
go.
guys. So, like, what I am interested in is who gets to who determines what is a crime, because these illegal like aliens are literally just existing in America,
Literally.
but they're criminals.
Literally.
But like they're not doing shit.
Literally.
They're
no,
not-
rapists and murderers.
They not taking my job. I ain't working in no fucking factory. My job got air conditioning. Fuck I look like. So my thing is, so, like, who jobs are they taking? You know what I mean?
Somebody's job.
But look, this is honestly too controversial to
We finna-
continue. We're about to move
We
on
gonna
to the
move
red
on to the
pill.
red
Yeah, we
pill.
finna get into these pills.
What the pills?
Ecstasy.
There you go.
I'm ready.
That's just
He said, "Did I flinch?"
No.
He said, "Did I
I got
fucking?"
kids. I'm never on.
So y'all going first. Jordan and Bobby.
I got really good at it.
All right. Jordan, go first.
Where's it going?
All right. So I'm doing today's red pill. So
Because health is wealth. If you're not playing or you're not checking your, sorry, you
You
freeze
play
it.
with
You got
In the words of Vic,
timestamp.
in the words of Vic,
I never did that.
yes you did.
I'm 27 years on this planet.
I got it recorded already.
I say Everett, but I never say
No,
Everett.
yes you did. You was like rewind.
Drunk version.
You was like rewind.
Please pull up that.
I will.
I say
Anyway,
Everett. As in a
anyway.
record scratch.
We get into the red pill because health is wealth. If you're not checking your health, and can I get my list?
Get him the spill. Give him the
Sound like a
spill.
scooter, bro.
Hey, what happened to the red pill?
Timestamp.
Let me get my spiel off. Shit, damn. All right. We get into the health pill, the wealth pill, the red pill because health is wealth. If you're not checking your health, then you're playing yourself.
Which one is your keys?
The key to your health.
y'all scoot up, get my reader voice on, y'all.
You mean that? Goodbye.
I text him.
I'm not.
I'm finna come get you. I don't want y'all drinking.
Be safe, girl.
Oh Jesus.
Lord.
Was she drinking?
But
Friday
health
night,
is
y'all.
well.
Not really.
No, she got one.
It's Friday night.
Okay.
All right, go with your pill.
Go ahead, Jordan. You got it.
Attention. Gotta get my reader voice. Yeah, my reader voice on.
This looks like you dance like that in a club for real.
That's how they used to be.
This is DJ JB coming to you with the.
All right. Today's article, today's red pill. The article comes from The Atlantic and is published by Jamil Hill on August 12th.
I like Jamil Hill.
Titled "Jay-Z Helps Banish Colin Kaepernick." Yesterday, Jay-Z and
This is so stupid.
Hold on. Yesterday, Jay-Z and National Football League Commissioner Roger Goodell held a
It's blue
joint
pill, my
media
bad.
session at the Roc Nation offices in New York to steer a partnership that isn't being received as positively as both parties probably hoped. The NFL announced that it would give Roc Nation, Jay-Z's entertainment company, significant power in choosing performers for the league's signature events, including the coveted Super Bowl halftime show. Jay-Z and Roc Nation will also help augment the NFL's social justice initiatives by developing content and spaces where players can speak about the issues that concern them. Jay-Z has given the NFL exactly what it wanted: guilt-free access to black audiences, culture, entertainers, and influencers.
Oh my goodness.
It's a lot, bro.
Okay.
You don't read out.
Yeah, that's honestly good enough.
Yeah, for real.
That's good enough.
Please let me.
Yeah, let me go right after you.
Let me.
It's all about that
And I'm
bag,
next.
baby.
The same.
Can
The
somebody
way
break
they.
it down a little more for me?
Okay.
I'm a little drunk.
No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay, so basically,
I'll say one on the spot.
Colin Kaepernick is. I'm gonna go
I
from the
know who
rooted
he
to the
is.
2D.
Mm-hmm.
Colin Kaepernick is a former quarterback that played for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yes.
He took a knee.
Trash football.
For social justice.
Who trash?
Colin Kaepernick is a trash quarterback.
We'll get
Okay.
into those.
Argue me different.
I could argue that.
We'll get into
I
those
can argue
later.
stats. I can argue stats.
Friends.
I can argue stats. But he took knee to politicize social injustice in the black community.
I knew that part.
That's that part.
And police brutality.
And police brutality.
It was mainly police brutality. Cool.
So they hired Jay-Z. I'm not gonna be able to hear myself talk. They hired Jay-Z to come in, and people such as NFL players like Eric Reed, who played for the Ravens, the person who wrote the article, Jamil Hill. No, Eric Reed.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he said something too. But they're clowning Jay-Z and the whole Roc Nation brand, saying that he is being basically an Uncle Tom, selling out to the NFL and all of that, when actually that is not the case at all.
Okay.
In all actuality, first of all,
What's
he's
the
Wait, okay,
what's
you're
the
supposed to
Vic?
be-
What's the master plan?
Supposed to be-
What's the master
hold on,
plan?
hold on.
Vic?
He's supposed to explain what's happening because he was going first.
What's the master plan?
So,
Well, I
Rock
can tell you
Nation
that.
signed a contract doing what, basically?
is to help the NFL with situations of helping the community, bringing awareness to social injustice and things like that.
And also manage the entertainment aspects.
Pretty much turning it into more of a marketplace.
You're completely.
Oh shit, Charlie got fucking damn it.
Back up, Terry.
Put it in reverse, Terry. Put it in reverse.
Charlie, go.
It's still on.
I can't.
It's
hear
the
nothing.
dog. Don't blame the dog.
No, it was literally his fault.
Because
No, he didn't.
okay,
But no, so real quick, just let me respond. Because the same thing they are doing with this conversation about Jay-Z is the same thing they did when Barack Obama got elected.
they're whitewashing it.
They want to blame the shit that they've been doing this entire fucking time. Colin Kaepernick was out before this fucking deal. First of all, right? So you don't just get to now just because black over here and black here, you don't just get to put that shit together. That's not how it works. No. What is happening is they are trying to use him as a scapegoat to like justify why Colin Kaepernick won't be back in there when they never were going to put him back in there in the
That's not
first
what's
fucking
happening.
place. They were never going to put Colin Kaepernick back.
Yeah, that's a fact.
So that's what I want to say. It's not Jay-Z's fault because he made this business deal over here.
Okay.
Man, Jay-Z
He's
is trying to get that
capitalist.
bag, man.
Okay,
That's all it's
stop
about.
saying that because you're wrong. Let me tell you
How
what's
am I
wrong.
wrong in this?
Money is
Well,
not an issue here.
No, if you
For
let me,
us,
if you let me
not for
talk,
Jay-Z.
if you let me,
No, I'm talking. He don't.
Let him talk.
if you let me
Listen
talk,
to
you'll
you gotta say.
understand what I'm saying.
Tell him again. Say it one more time.
I'm not gonna do that.
Wow. Won't ever back you up again.
I work for nobody.
Won't ever back you up
He
again.
said, whose side are you on?
You gonna walk home, motherfucker, Gary?
Okay.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, man. First off, people are so caught up on the entertainment side of it, when in actuality, it's mostly to bring social awareness to black community, brown community, and also the awareness of police brutality. If you have a system where you're completely dumbfounded and you don't know what's going on in these urban communities, why not bring in someone who's ground rooted in these communities to let you know what's going on so they can help out? And you talking about a bag that he's getting. First of all, he's not getting paid from this. It's a partnership.
He's
First
getting
of all,
paid.
that's
That's the part of it.
don't you
Listen,
dare
no,
think two
listen,
major corporations
listen.
is not getting money tied
It's
with
just
this.
a part of it. Listen to
Rock
me.
Nation and the NFL
Listen,
It's not his priority.
No, yes.
There you go.
It's first of all, it's not him getting directly. He will get paid.
Rock Nation is getting money.
Listen,
Yes.
it's not a direct pay. It's indirect. He's Jay-Z. He's going to get his money, but his main focus was for social justice. If it was about the bag, they would have made it just about the bag.
Just throw it in the
But
bag.
Can I just
That's
say
not
this?
true with the media. Media makes it whatever they want.
That makes them.
It could have been just about the bag, but if it's a juicier story to talk about how this conflicted with Colin Kaepernick's movement, then that's what the story is.
Okay, no, but
that's what media does.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm arguing. The argument that I'm making is everybody making it seem like it's just for entertainment, but that's not what he was doing.
No, but it still plays a part. It's still a part that's there.
Yeah,
It's
well,
still an issue.
The Rock Nation part is the entertainment. Jay-Z himself is handling the Rock Nation music group is handling the entertainment part. Jay-Z himself is on the field working for this social injustice and police brutality.
This nigga gonna have a Super Bowl
Yeah, but wait a minute, though.
performance his damn self. Stop
It
playing
doesn't
with
have to
me.
come.
He gonna be on the very first one he get to choose. I'm gonna start this.
Well, he already said he's not.
Fuck out of here.
He already said he's not performing.
I don't know.
It doesn't have to come down between like doing what is socially and morally right and money. Like you can do both. You can make a little money, but that like it's okay to balance it
find
in a
it
way
coincides.
where it's not like the end all be all of what you want.
But
But that's
if
what
you-
the fuck we got now.
But if the NFL, if we all feel like the NFL is blind, why not bring somebody who is?
I agree.
Who
I agree,
who
and
can
that's
see.
why
Who can
Jay-Z
see.
is a great candidate for that deal.
Honestly.
It makes sense. It absolutely makes sense.
So that's why I'm trying to find out what is the problem with it.
Because he hasn't done anything yet, and they have to generate spin. There has to be some controversy because controversy.
That's why I'm saying why like you were just so totally against it, but I'm
not totally against it. I'm even when it seems like I'm not ever totally against or for anything, but I'm always I like to play. I like to play the other end just to see where your mind is.
I'm a natural contrarian, so I'm always
because I just want to give from both ends of the spectrum, dog. Because
so I never hear you from a white person point of view.
He never. Hi, my name
is Brian. I don't know how you get home. Out of respect for him, I wouldn't give you that. So, I don't know.
It's a bus stop like 2 miles that way.
Look, I'm a find a way home.
Oh no, wait. So look,
and we're back to selling pussy. Full circle. I'm gonna find a way.
I just don't understand why people is making Jay-Z out to be an Uncle Tom when that's not the case.
I ain't gonna let her sit here and be stranded.
No, because if you look at
but you're gonna have to wait to after my booty talk.
I just see this.
I'm gonna take a nap in the
I just
back
see
of
this.
the
Colin Kaepernick's movement has been threatened, and it's a story to tell. That's really all I see.
I like that. If you look at Twitter, if you look at, and I know Twitter don't matter, but you know. If you look at social, if it's impact. If you look at social media, people are calling Jay-Z all type of cornballs, Uncle Tom, and all that, but they're listening to the media. They're not looking at the bigger picture.
Yeah, because they can't. They don't want to. They don't know how money works. Those people who are saying what anything.
Whole label that was going to start.
Can we say
get a whole
time?
Yeah, hold on, wait.
A label.
Yeah, they had what was it, a label? It was either a label or like a record deal or something.
For music?
Yeah, it was in music. And
he's a clown.
The people, because it just shows you how this nigga move, bro. The nigga don't. He seemed like it, bro, but it's
Jermaine Dupri.
Hold on, wait. We're not talking about Jermaine Dupri. We're talking about Jay-Z.
It's
Jay-Z.
Because he was ripping on stupid bitches. Because he was ripping on stupid bitches.
It's not about him. He was ripping on female.
Because he was ripping on stupid bitches.
All of that is.
And he has a whole show about.
Let's stay on like
he's a clown.
All of that is superficial. Okay.
He's a clown.
Jay-Z. Anybody who has anything to say anything,
but do it with the Jews though.
Jordan.
What Jews?
Jordan.
I'm talking about Jay-Z.
Anybody who has anything to say against what Jay-Z is doing.
Because these niggas are fucking evil. No.
Anybody who has anything to say against what Jay-Z is doing do not understand, one, how money works, and one, how anything beyond money
because
works.
Y'all still think black capitalism is the key to saving
Who's y'all?
No, I just like it.
Okay.
I think both can exist. First of all, I like having shit. I like making money. I like the system, and it can work when it's balanced correctly.
Okay, like the system. That right there builds a whole.
Let's not lose it.
No. I didn't say I like it as is. I said I believe in like the structural like setup of it, and we can change that shit if we organize and do it.
The system goes against.
So let's not lose it. Let's not lose it.
Yeah, it does.
There's duality to every situation. There's ambiguity to every situation. So when it comes to Jay-Z and this whole deal, he has to make money off of it.
Real quick, what's ambiguity?
Ambiguity.
I
was honestly being redundant because ambiguity and duality is kind of like the same thing.
Yeah.
Pretty much. Like so.
My question is
there are two.
Hey Siri.
There are right.
But I can't hey Siri in the middle of this, so I want to understand what you're saying.
There are two situations.
What is this?
Multiple
related to adapting to.
Thank you.
Okay, there you go. Okay,
because I had no clue what you were just getting.
Well,
once I got stuck not knowing, I didn't hear nothing else.
This is
duality,
the
ambiguity.
podcast.
We're talking about more than one. Period. There's more than one situation to this one situation. You know what I'm saying? Because when you're talking about anything that's superficial, everybody's looking at one thing and that dominates all. That is not the case. Okay, because
it's more than two.
What Jay-Z is gonna do is for the people. Because remember how I was talking about levels. The people who care about the entertainment, who's gonna make sure there's somebody who can actually entertain you. That's number one.
Wait, I got the definition wrong. Ambiguity, the quality of being open to more than one.
See, more than one, right? So he's gonna make sure
y'all on y'all own page. Me and Mark.
Right. He's going to make sure there's somebody there who can entertain you. There's also going to be somebody there who is going to tell you something for the other people who are listening deeper than just the words and the beat. You know what I'm saying? And then there's another level on, of course, just monetary value. You see what I'm saying? So when it comes to Jay-Z being...
This nigga over here wrapped in sheep's wool.
Yeah, hey, it feels great. Oh, I like to, you know what I'm saying? But
that's why I've been like this the whole podcast.
I mean, you can. I'm cool right now.
It's cool. Just let me say this.
Give it to Jordan. Give Jordan the blanket.
He like, please, nigga.
Go ahead.
But let me finish. So basically, I love that he is over it. You know what I'm saying? Because if you've seen just all the other shit that he's done for the people who have been fucked up in the industry, like 21 and his whole England shit, you know what I'm saying? Or buying lawyers from folks. Like, come on now. He's trying to. He's on that whole. We need to get our shit together. Money is not the issue. He doesn't give a fuck about money. He gives a fuck about.
I hate that we have to make black people feel bad.
Wait. Hold on, I'm not done.
Let me finish. Like, why can't I want to make money?
Stop.
Just like you said, just like you said, cops know what they want and how to get there. Why can't black people?
Let's get money. Hold on. Let's get the money out of the way real quick. How long has Jay-Z had money? Okay, then. Let's get that out of the way. No. Let's get that completely out of the way.
With the whole, we just named it.
Money is not a part of the conversation.
21 Savage.
21 Savage. He does stuff out of the graciousness of his.
He paid Lil
Wayne.
Wayne's taxes. Or believe it's taxes or bills.
He's a billionaire. Wait, so he's a billionaire. Money's always in the conversation. But wait a minute,
it's not a priority. But it's not a priority. He don't give a fuck about the money. The money is just a part of it. It's just how it goes.
So when it comes to
when you talk to Jay-Z, it costs to talk to Jay-Z. How about that?
Yeah, that's
the money's just a tool for his philanthropy.
Any social conversation,
money is a tool. Period.
Like, you don't solve the problem. You
don't
have to solve the
problem,
cause of the problem to eliminate the problem itself.
Still not even getting to the cause.
And see, wait. My question for you, and I would love to talk after we finish with the podcast, but my question to you is, as somebody who wants to work outside of the current system that we have, you can't do it by yourself. So at what point do you do what's best for the most amount of people? Is my question, because most people are cool with going to work. They just hate their fucking job. Yeah. You know what I mean? Most people like having money. Most people like the system. There are just flaws in it. And the American political system, say what you will, it's an experiment because it gives us the mechanism for change, unlike any other government that has ever existed. Our political system is capable of doing that. So at what point are we going to get smart about it?
At what cost?
We're going to leave it at that.
What's the cost of all?
We got one more pill left.
Sorry, go ahead.
So here we go. What? This one is about pretty much we're going into history, right?
I don't know we did this.
We're going into history. This is called the Denisovians. Denisovians. There's a different way to say it, but that's how it is.
No, it's Denisovians.
Where do you say that?
Denisovians is the first word.
Oh, Denisovians.
No. Denisovians? We got corrected. Scientists got corrected back in June.
Yeah.
Denisovians.
What are they?
Denisovians.
Denisovians? Yeah. Hey, that's not what's written. So that's what I got written, but that's the correct pronunciation.
So the Denisovians are the newly discovered branch on
of
the human evolution.
So anything other than
you got Neanderthal.
So hold on,
you have
too many people talking.
The other relation to humans other than chimpanzees.
No, and the
Neanderthal.
Okay, so
I got it right here.
I'm
about to read it.
Let him read his pill.
Hold on, Mark was about to break it down real quick.
Let him read.
Well, he saw the same thing I saw.
Yeah.
And I have it written right here.
She misquoted on that.
Refer to
when you think Denisovians think Neanderthals as in our ancestors that we're related to, but they're not Homo sapiens like us.
Yeah.
When we migrated out of Africa, the Homo sapiens, those are the ones who migrated before us that we ended up interacting and mating with.
But there are some
Neanderthals.
there are some Denisovians who have mated with Neanderthals.
Yeah.
So we're you know, there are mixed breeds out there too, which who knows may have.
However, if you let me add this one little tidbit. If your people are from Africa, you are most likely 99.7% fully Homo sapien.
Yeah.
However, unless you're African descendants who have been brought over to America, and that's just because of the whole white rape shit. Mm-hmm. A lot of white people have Neanderthal DNA. So
Hold on now, wait a minute, because the Mongolians was fucking shit up.
They still
on
didn't
a wide scale.
They still didn't get into Africa. Africans, pure-blooded Africans, like
Genghis Khan was all over the place.
Sub-Saharan Africans
he was
are
out
the
there.
only pure.
Right. I don't know enough to say. I don't know enough to.
I feel it though.
Homo sapiens,
So
Mongolians.
So
go ahead.
You could be possibly descended, right? I had like 6.5 legs. I don't know what happened.
So look, long lost cousins, Neanderthals, lived in Europe. As of 2010, there is evidence that another long lost cousin lived alongside early humans and the Neanderthals. They are called Denisovians. We got this info from a small bit of bone, so it was literally like a piece of a finger that they found that did not fit any DNA that they've discovered recently or previously. The genetic legacy left behind from interbreeding with our species. Humans are hominins, which are a group of animals which include us and our ancestral relatives. Basically, anything more closely related to us than chimp. The first bone was the finger that I told you about in the Denisova cave.
No L in that word.
I don't know. It's a lot. When they ran the DNA, there you go. Look, Dino, what's the difference?
Dino DNA.
It's a Jurassic Park looking at.
Right. When they ran the DNA, they found it was when they ran the DNA. It was found it was not connected to any species we know of today. Since then, we've only found a few other bones, and we've only been able to find these bones in the exact cave. They've also found teeth, limp bone, and a fragment of a brain case and a jaw.
Fragment of
and
a
it's
brain
only
case?
A skull.
Skull.
I would say, why the fuck they call
I
it
was
brain
just about to
case?
say, why couldn't they just say skull?
So technical, right?
Where did
couldn't they just say skull?
Where the cave at?
In
Down the
Asia.
street.
All of it is all found in Asia. So they roamed in Asia.
Yeah, the
Only.
when you think of Neanderthals, think of Europe. When you think of the Denisovans, think of Asia.
So but wait a minute though.
However,
that
means migrated out of Africa.
This is the only information we have on this, by the way. So what's up? What you think?
That's why Genghis Khan was out here fucking shit up in Europe, because he was descended from them motherfuckers who's in that cave that they just discovered. When I tell you, 1/3 of the people on this planet have like.
First of all,
DNA
is that why Mongolian food's so good?
Hold on,
Yes.
First of all, let's acknowledge a great. Genghis Khan was a fucking great.
Yeah, real
on the
shit.
battlefield.
He got a
and in the
Netflix
bedroom.
show.
My nigga was a great.
He got a whole
He
show on
populated.
Netflix. Shit's real. A Genghis
If
Khan.
population makes you a great, Genghis Khan populated. That nigga got Jordan numbers.
1/3 of the people on Earth have link, like some type of DNA link to Genghis
Yeah.
Khan.
Who got the most bodies, Genghis Khan or Hitler?
Or me.
Genghis Khan.
Genghis Khan.
Hitler killed people.
That's what I'm talking
Well,
about.
I mean, Genghis Khan.
millions?
Okay, wait. If you want to
Genghis
be
Khan
killing people.
if you want to be technical,
Responsible for killing
if you want to
people.
be
Hitler's
responsible
descendants
or
are
behind
behind
the trigger?
Genghis Khans are still living. Like,
Because if we doing that, we gotta say Hitler. Because people still here with to this day.
No.
I mean,
Red-
Hitler got 6 million. Well, Stalin's worse than Hitler, but 6 million.
Hitler's DNA has not carried the fuck on.
Yeah.
No,
Genghis
I'm talking about
Khan,
his practice.
like he pillaged Asia and was like,
Brought Asia
this
to
is my
his
shit.
Brought
No,
Asia
As
to his
one person, so
No, I'm talking
Genghis
about as
Khan-
far as white
Genghis
people,
Khan.
as in they're still representing the Nazi flag and all that
Wait,
stuff.
wait,
And they're
wait.
still killing the black.
If
so
we
they're-
talk-
because Genghis Khan won.
If we
So-
talking about a seat at the table, Genghis Khan cut down the tree, built the table, built the seats, and then put everybody in their place at the damn table.
wrong, he had other people do it. He had slaves do it.
Hey,
So-
it's still him. It's
He
an
was in
extension.
power.
It's an extension.
Well,
of
I mean,
him.
shit, that's the same thing with Hitler then.
He supervised. He was like,
Who
"I'm
will
gonna
win
keep
in
it
the
over."
fight, Ted Bundy or Jeffrey Dahmer?
Jeffrey Dahmer.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Jeffrey Dahmer
The
was
table's
weak.
literally split in half on that one.
Yeah.
Man, soft.
Ted Bundy.
Not if it was Zac
Ted
Efron.
Bundy had the brain.
Ted Bundy sleeping that nigga, dog.
Okay.
Ted Bundy.
Ted Bundy.
Hey, look, they both in hell right now, duking it out.
Yeah.
They really need
Oh
to
yeah,
bring
Ted
back
Bundy
Celebrity
did just
Deathmatch.
Like,
Yes.
They really do. If they gonna bring back any show, bring back Celebrity Deathmatch.
Yes.
Come on.
That
They,
shit
oh, they
was
are.
Oh,
Master
God,
P.
they need
was
to.
lit.
Hey, that shit was lit.
It's either
Hell
Master
me.
P or is it 50
Is this
Cent?
going to
It's
become
gonna
a
slide.
I think it's
They're
Master P.
bringing
I think
It's
it's
Master P.
I don't know why that's either the first
I'm
episode
sorry.
or the season
That's
finale.
going to be a
There
thing.
has to be
If
a
it
first
comes
one.
back,
What?
it has to
I
be
need
a
a
thing.
Celebrity Deathmatch, Nicki Minaj and Cardi B. Or I'm
Really?
not watching it.
I need Kanye in
What else
every
do you wanna
episode.
see?
I need Trump and
Kanye.
Obama.
I was just thinking that Trump and Obama.
And Obama.
And then Kanye just come down.
Unless we're writing it, it's not.
No. Here comes Putin with the chair. Here comes Putin
I
off
want to
the
see
ladder.
Joe Biden in like some fucking like Ambien trying to stay away.
Donald Trump.
Because that's where
and
his old
Putin
ass is ready to go see
against Joe Biden
And
Obama.
Barack. Yeah. Hey,
I
that's
wanna-
lit.
I want to see.
That's
I
lit.
want to
Here comes
see.
Putin off the ladder.
I want to see Raven Simone versus every black lady. That's a Royal Rumble.
Right.
That's all black girls fighting Raven Simone.
Raven Simone and Stacey Dash.
Oh, Obama.
Barbara Walters.
Randy's not black. She said she's biracial.
I like this
She's
conversation.
She
American.
is not identified with one.
I'm
And
not black. I'm
She
OJ.
said
And
she's
this- this
Ravens from every
has
continent
been-
in Africa.
Oh,
Another episode.
No, I got it. Who was you said Raven Simone? Who else?
Barbara Walters.
Barbara Walters. You said one more.
Get out.
Stacey Dash.
Stacey, Barbara
Hey.
Walters, Stacey Dash,
in a tag team
and Raven
match.
Simone, and Tiger Woods.
Barbara
Because he
Walters
said he
is
comic
dead.
relation and stuff like that.
In a tag team match.
And that's- and-
He's
and against all black people.
In
That's
a
a
tag
Royal
team
Rumble,
match.
yeah, bro.
I'm
This
scared of
has
Tiger
been-
Woods. His aim too good. That nigga can just stand off and just take shots at them damn
And that's his
balls.
special move.
That's
Yeah,
no
right.
Tiger. That no.
You
That's
see
their
like no ball
sniper.
just
That's their sniper. That's their
Look, the golf
sniper.
ball
Everybody
replaces
wants-
eyeballs. This has been
another episode
Of
The verbal vitamin.
Oh, I thought it was
I
going
fucked it up.
one way. We was going around.
All right, now
This
Byron,
has been.
fuck it. Byron, sing us out.
This has been the verbal vitamin.
All right.